Oh, wait, Casey, I lied to you. I misread the table. Um, at for third level spells, I need to be level 5.
Okay, I
Level
think
5
that's it for
warlock.
everyone. There's a point where you do get weirder spell level ups, but I don't think it's now.
No,
I
that's
think,
at level 11. Is when I start getting the Mystic Arcanum, which is the 6th level spells, but they're not considered spell slots, because
oh yeah.
it basically makes it's a system where warlocks can't regain 6th level spells up, and I can't get them back anyway.
So that's when you actually need to start long resting.
Yep.
I do kind
So
of wonder how broken this would have been. There was a curse feature that I could have taken because the class I'm in is weird and has things that like hurt you but also help you at higher levels. There's one that I could have taken that straight up would have negated exhaustion levels, and I kind of wonder how broken that would have been.
very broken if I was going with one of the alternative character paths that I was talking with Lee with, which does inflict self exhaustion for temporary buffs.
Oh, wait, where would you have gotten that from though?
It was a third party third party
Warlock thing?
archetype from Fighter.
Oh. I'm pretty sure the exhaustion thing would have kicked in at level 15, so you had to be level 18 for that broken build.
Yeah, I would have struggled for a while, but so
Yeah,
that's
like
a
my other game where
third
I took
level.
a Bane and Constitution to help me later, but that's like 8th level stuff, and we're only level 1. Actually, no, we're level 2 now. I'm just like, I need to survive, especially because I rolled and got like a 2 on my hit dice, so at level 2, I'm at 9 hit points because I decided to roll like an idiot. I am thankful, Lee, that you let us take the higher of the two.
Yeah,
Yes.
I feel it's stupid if you don't take at least average on level, because that does mean you could get negative. Um, most classes can get negative HP when you level up, which is just stupid.
Yeah, I mean, like I always thought it was silly when I first started playing D&D that like you can make basically no hit point progress when you level up. I just found that a little bit. Yeah.
Well, that's the situation that I was in. Because I usually roll for it, but I totally forgot you can take average, and then it's like, oh right, this also isn't Lee's rule, so well, I guess I'm stuck here.
All right. So
There's a
Tinto tier. Okay. Shuffle, 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 shuffle.
we have a dwarven fighter who's already at 24 hit points. I'm just like, you're 2.5
Hey, Pipe
hit
Up
point,
Games.
man. Lee, don't forget to turn off your second camera if you want.
You're right. Thank you. Oh, I also have to turn off this camera so I can wind up in the DM thing. Okay. We pull Tento back into place. We put no. Keep on show. Tento, don't even worry about it, dude.
You all right there, Lee?
Yeah. In a way, but it's been a long time. So I'm just trying to get the little boxes and rings next to people's faces right. So Lonnie was in the right place, Marinlos, Dear Gavancho, Tento, and Tento's box is more or less the size of his camera. We'll live. Let me just toggle my self cam until it decides it wants to actually work. Are you ready for the tour through my incredibly disorganized slobs, everyone? Aha! Alright, and now we're gonna go up to... Oh, wait a minute. Yeah, okay, so this is the right one. Yeah, alright, boom, done. Boom. Totally wrong screen. Just kidding, you didn't see that. What are you talking about? That screen didn't exist.
Oh, there it is.
Yes, and let me throw on that Druidy shit in the background. So, you guys had resolved to seek a diplomatic solution.
Yeah. We trying.
I think it worked finally.
We're not dead. And they're not killing us at the
It's
moment.
like every anime. Just if you persist enough, you will win.
Yeah.
I'm just looking at Lee's screen and I see the Tinto token like in the middle of the water. I'm like, oh, did he drown?
No,
Did Tinto
so yeah.
actually? Is he?
We got a little wolf toe now. And you guys have just asked for help with some of the aspects of the transformations.
Mostly how to reverse it.
Yeah, so after like, an hour or two, so enough time for a short rest if you guys want to.
Yes.
Oh,
Yeah.
yes,
I don't
please.
think I don't think it really matters for me at the moment.
I will attune to the autograph staff then.
I'm going to assume that I'm going to have a hybrid transformation in that time of me relaxing and not, spending all my focus on not transforming.
Yeah, so although you do feel a quickening in the shadows, a longness to their steep as the sun begins to retreat from its midday heights, you feel that you no longer need to grip the sword to prevent the transformation.
Oh man, it's nice to have hit dice left.
So,
Take off the horn mask.
Who are
Wait, is that? Now you just
What
have
is
your
that?
original mask.
Yeah, original mask.
Lee, I should have asked you this earlier, but I'm just curious. Did I ever find my leather armor, my priest pack, my herbalism kit, my common clothes, winter blanket, or my bearskin?
I'm going to say either you did, or when they come back out, the River Queen gives it back to you. Additionally, the Hedge Witch comes up and gives a murky purple beverage of questionable flavor. It looks kind of like those potions, the potion that Tento drank. She looks at the wolf toe and says, "This will help," and hands it to someone nearby.
It's like, hands it to me. It's like, can't grab anything.
I'll
Fade May.
take it and I'll
Fade
help
May.
him drink it.
All right.
Fade May.
So as this happens, your wolf companion,
Which
who
one?
I will also let take a short rest if you want during this time against your actual hit points, Tento, the wolf anamorphs into a halfling.
Oh, hey guys, I'm back to normal. That was fun.
Yay, normal.
Hey, normal. I'm sorry. How'd I roll for hit die again?
You hit the
there's
hit
a-
dice underneath.
I see now. Cool.
Actually, might as well roll the second one too. Not the best.
Wait, how many do I have? Does it tell you how many you have left?
In the box
it's-
that you hit the hit dice, above it is the number that says how many hit dice you have,
Okay.
and
so it's
above
one.
that is a smaller number is your total hit dice. As long as you've been keeping track of how many you've used, that's the number you have left.
Okay.
Hey Lee, does the hedge witch look angry? at some particular people by chance?
What?
For no particular reason.
Does the headdress you're wearing look angry at anyone?
No, the hedge witch.
The hedge witch really doesn't seem happy about anyone, and she almost goes to say something. The River Queen just sort of says, "Remember what we agreed to, no curses." And she's like, "I hope you have a great walk through the forest, and definitely nothing bad happens to you. Oh, by the way, watch out at night." And then she just sort of like, goes back and she says, "I have her word that that potion will have no ill effects for your friends." And she says the other ones that you liberated for her, there should have been 3 of them, they will help induce the transformation. They could also reverse it in theory, but that requires sometimes years of training and attunement, and oneness with your beast. So, in general, I would advise not drinking them, although she says she doesn't want them back. So, feel free to take them.
Can you tell her we're sorry for tying her up?
Yeah, I'll pass the message along. Something tells me she's, still gonna be a bit frazzled.
I don't suppose you have any advice on how to stop the lycanthropy altogether.
Oh, I know how to stop lycanthropy. It's pretty simple. Brule steps forward, pulls back his mane, and shows a terrible scar up and down his collarbone. And he says, "It's quite simple, you see. When they come for you, you fight, and then you win." He smiles. "Good hunting. I'm sure you will have no problem." Yeah, but you knew this with your, nat 20 on, the day was always going to come when the challenge was going to arrive. There are entities in this world which can be dickered with, and which can be, outrun. The primordial curse of lycanthropy that turns one into a werewolf. Ooh, you can run as far as you want, and you can hide as deep as you want. You're not getting out of that one.
I whispered to Kambacho, do you think he was like a were-lion at some point? Or do you think he just turns like full werewolf, or is he half wolf and half cat?
Gruel does stop to wave at you guys as you're saying this and say, "Good hunting! May we meet again on friendlier terms."
Before they leave, I'm assuming we all saw them hand Lonnie her stuff back, right?
Yeah, they gave, and if any of your weapons weren't already liberated from the weapons room, they would have brought those back as well.
I would hand back the black iron dagger and the banners that I took, and look around saying, "Anything you guys want to give back to these nice people?"
Oh,
I'll give back the black iron short sword.
I ask if they want the satyr stuff back.
They're like, "Yeah, you can keep the satyr stuff, but we appreciate the other things."
Is the satyr the one we killed in the eye pool, black pool area?
You knocked out 2 satyrs on the way in, but then you didn't fight any more satyrs.
Oh, do you think they'd mind if I had their those what are the what did I get?
Bracers?
Oh,
The bracers.
Yeah,
Yeah,
if you
bracer.
want to give those back.
No.
I mean, if
They're
you don't want
question marks, and my video gaming experience tells me that if someone's a question mark, you gotta identify that bitch and keep it, not give it back to the person you stole it from.
I mean, I don't
D&D,
call
you
anyone
need to
out.
get a
I just
pearl.
asked if anyone else wants to, give anything back.
Yeah, I'm gonna hold on to them and see if I can figure out what's up with them. I'm gonna point out that I picked up my javelin that I completely whiffed on last battle, so I just added that back to my javelin count.
Yeah. Alright, and everyone...
Anything you want to share with the group?
You're muted.
I'm sorry, who'd you ask? What happened?
Oh, anything you want to share with you? Now's your moment to shine if you want to share with the group.
Sure, what?
They're
Lonnie
asking
is
about
just like,
giving back stolen goods. Is Tento offering anything, or is he like, what?
Lonnie's
That's
looking
stolen
at
goods.
but not saying anything.
What's stolen goods?
But no, I don't call anyone out. But Tento, do you want to?
I don't know what you're talking about.
All right.
Oh, no, you're right. Here, I'll give back this witch's dress I stole.
Amazing.
So I'll lose the witch's formal attire.
Yeah,
Tell the head witch, be like,
yeah, the River Queen has an elf take, and she's like, "My, it was too long for you."
yeah,
you see
little.
a tailor
Not my
about
color.
that.
Not my color, no. Not my style.
Indeed. I confess, your style isn't that of most people I would associate you with. She sort of like gives you a look over. How long has it been since you've been back to Kokoloi Forest, or are you more of a city person?
More of a city wanderer person. It's been a little bit since I've been back to the forest.
And then may your roads ever be safe, and your trips to the tavern intoxicating.
Thank you. Oh, tell your friend I'm sorry about shooting him.
I'm sure he's over it. Yeah, so they peace out.
One last
Definitely
thing
almost
before
killed
they-
that guy.
Before they peace out, yes?
Lonnie writes down a thank you note for Akari and asks if, I guess, why am I blanking on his name? Yutiki will give it to her.
Yutiki is at first hesitant, but then, he remembers that you did kind of like shout out his demands, and he's like, yeah, sure. I will be a faithful messenger in this affair and assure that she receives this letter. Well, it does seem a little like confused why you're sending her a letter, but he's like, a note really. He takes it. He's gonna give it to her. Boom.
And one more, no, that's all.
Yeah. All right. So like the party. I hope you've healed up any short rest hit dice you deployed. You guys, it is like by the time everything is said and done, like the final third of daylight. You guys could do one overland move before the sun sets.
I think we should get a.
Ooh,
Our
how close
character,
are
I
we?
think we should get away, just in case.
How close are we to the goblin camp?
Let's
I
find
think we're
out.
2 squares away.
Are we
Welcome
just
to
really-
More than a hex.
the map. Welcome
Dang
to
it.
the map. Actually, it looks like the
Oh,
deserters
wait.
camp is only 1 hex away. The only complication will, of course, be going down out of the horn base. But because
Right.
the horn aren't attacking you, you can take some of the safer, more obvious exits.
I
I
suggest we go
forgot
there.
we avoided the short
We
way.
also got a shuttle bug over here.
Shuttlebug.
Lonnie
Hey,
does
okay.
remind everyone to look out for traps as they're traveling.
Oof.
Because I think that's
Yeah.
the main reason we avoided this path.
Also, what's going to happen with
What's going to happen with what? Your mic cut out a little.
orcs and the
But you are breaking up.
Yeah, I didn't.
oh, am I?
I heard that just fine.
My apologies. How are you gonna handle Tara's character?
So, she's good. So Tara, after like the River Queen standoff and the flattening of the Groves Keeper, is going to stay behind with the River Queen to have a little ticky talk about things in the forest. Additionally, the Dryad blows Tyr one last kiss before fucking off.
Oh, look, Tyr, you got a girlfriend.
What?
You got a girlfriend. She likes wood. Look at you.
Haha. Wood.
Aha! Ah.
What
Alright.
did Tyr just laugh? What?
I punched Tento.
Oh,
I was like, I'm
I think
pretty
that definitely hits me.
Is Tento dead?
No, Tento has 8 health.
Tento is not doing great.
He has 2.
Tento is
There goes your short rest.
Yeah, there goes that short rest.
Nintendo's down to 2. So
He's gonna comment that, it was gonna come sooner or later. It's fine.
So it's the wilderness travel phase, everyone's favorite. Do. Do you guys? It's like one day. We don't necessarily need to, but it is good to refamiliarize ourselves with like the various roles and such, as we will be traveling back out of the woods. So, as I recall, the Pathfinder was normally David.
Yes.
I guess the main thing is, do we want to stealth at? Do we even want to try to stealth at all, or are we just gonna try to go as fast as possible?
I wanted to go to the Goblin Camp.
I
Or
agree
like-
with going to the Goblin Camp.
But if you guys don't move pretty swiftly, the fact that you're moving through wilderness and out through hills could make getting down a hex take longer than 1/3 of a day.
Okay.
Or 1/3
Oh,
of a
I
day.
was thinking about like the days after this. So right now we do definitely need to try to go faster.
Yeah. So what do we have to roll
What was
again?
that? It was not Scott. So I mean, we still need Pathfinder, and then are we gonna have March Setter for this then?
Yes.
Yeah, might as
Because
well.
we're moving fast.
We're not really trying to be stealthy. There's no real need for it.
I will say
Yeah.
there might be other things in the woods,
I can Pathfinder.
and I'll be the March Setter.
I'll go on and forge then. Because I don't think there's anything dangerous.
Or do you want to just be
I should
scout?
probably scout.
Just a
I should
scout?
probably still scout. I should probably still scout. What is that? My perception?
Now, didn't we see a map on a table in the dungeon or something?
You
Yeah.
did
It's
see
like
him.
Varion.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Garion's when I saw
Garion recognized the city as Murasatochi, which is at the meeting of 2 rivers, which deliver. It is sort of like the main sorting place for Safu Province's trademark saffron, or Zafuran Province's trademark saffron, and olives grown inland in the province. Near
Oh,
olive
so
plots.
it's not this particular river intersection?
Nope. It is
Oh.
is in the northern half of the province.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
They look similar, so I just assumed.
But yeah. Is everyone ready to see the map?
Yeah.
Map.
Wait, can we not see it already? I feel like I'm looking at it already.
Map.
Yeah.
Oh, that map. Yes.
Oh, okay, yeah. Now looking at it, there's a pretty big
Yeah, it's
dip.
like inverted from what we're in right now, river-wise. Okay, so should I roll survival?
Yeah. To Pathfind.
Finding paths.
Oh. Well, we're not doing great.
Dude, I always have bad survival rolls when we're moving.
My scout's my perception. Wait. Let me just make sure I select it. Damn. Why are they all the same?
Wow. More pens.
Tens across the board.
I think we should refresh. Yeah, we should
Yes,
refresh
so-
20. Try it again.
So like,
So we
yes.
Twist of Fate. At least the description of Twist of Fate is any ability checks.
Which, technically speaking, a skill roll is an ability check in 5e.
Would you allow Twist of Fate to affect these rolls
Yes.
or not? Because these are like duration rolls, not like single moment rolls.
I would allow them to. Presumably, at a pivotal moment, fate will twist in David's favor, navigating this day. If I'm assuming that's where you're putting it.
Yeah.
All right. Well, let's see that d6.
All right. Let's hope I roll at least a 3.
It's a yes, because
I mean-
it's a 50-50 on getting a normal pace.
You should probably just save it because you're gonna roll 1, 2.
Dude,
Well,
I don't think you've like really rolled a good twist of fate ever.
I rolled it once, and that
Once?
helped me. No, it saved someone.
so ascending,
Yes,
you guys had to
that's
do a
right.
whole lot of like rolls. Descending and through an area where the horn are not going to impede you, you guys can make it down more easily, but you don't quite make it to the deserters camp before night falls. Do you push on risk exhaustion, or do you just sort of set up here for the night?
Set up here for the night.
Yeah,
I
I don't
think
think we
just being
can
close
risk
might help.
exhaustion. Huh?
I think just being close might help deter some things, anyways.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think a lot of you guys are very tired already, or could really use a rest as it is. So
3 hit points.
yeah, why don't we get like the dead people some rests, and I can like take first watch.
Yeah.
So set up camp it is.
How about a totally unfamiliar campsite that I'm choosing? I'm sure you guys won't recognize anything about it.
Probably not.
Oh, my AC has gone back up. I just remembered.
Yeah.
So I just realized as I was rereading my barbarian stuff that I can use a shield and not mess up my unarmored passive. What would a shield benefit me? Like how?
It gives you +2 AC.
You can only use one-handed weapons, though. Then
I mean,
Dang.
I'll use a
Dang,
one-handed
seems
weapon
good.
to have 19 AC.
Yeah, that's a lot of AC.
I believe your warhammer is versatile, which means you can use it one-handed.
I have a one-handed warhammer and a two-handed warhammer.
Yeah,
And
I put it in as 2 different weapons. It's the same weapon. You just choose to change up your handhold on it, basically.
Oh, gotcha. Yeah, the damage difference is 2, or it's a 1d8 to a d10. Like,
Yeah.
I'll take that risk or that less damage for 2 more AC to put me to 19. That's pretty
speaking of
crazy.
shields, did they hand me back the shield that the satyr stole? Cause that
Yes.
I don't know if you want to roll as a specific. Okay. Cause that was not me dropping it in surrender. That was the asshole stealing it from me.
So yeah, you
and
guys find yourself at camp, and oh, what's that? It's time to build a campfire and throw down your tents. I'm assuming you do. You might not.
Yeah, absolutely. Let's
Yeah.
do it. I got some dope tea from this place. I'm gonna go ahead and pitch some of that up, and I think I'll take first watch. I don't know if anybody wants to join me or not.
But before everyone has to turn into bed to watch, though,
Ah.
there is time for a little fireside chat. Oh, what's this?
Oh,
You
goody.
gather some rocks. You gather some nearby rocks. It's a little fireplace.
I'm getting some weird shadows from those rocks.
Oh, I probably didn't properly purge the light layer. One moment.
Okay, thank you. I was like, ooh, man, those shadows. Those
Phantom
shadows are
trees.
intense.
Phantom
Darren's like,
trees.
what's behind these rocks that I can't see? I'm so interested.
These rocks are so tall; they block vision.
Yeah, I was like, what the?
I'm just hanging out. It was just a hallway. Working.
Oh.
So the reason I was looking.
Fire!
Oh Jesus Christ! The reason I was looking at my armor or unarmored ability is because I was interested in what the bracers would do to me once I do figure out what they actually do, and I'll lose my unarmored, I believe, if I wear bracers, right?
Razors tend to not count as armor.
Bracers don't actually count as armor, and they're not actually going to increase your armor class.
Well, they would, if they counted as armor, they would decrease it, and I thought they would. So if they don't, then that's sweet.
They're actually sort of like an accessory. You can find out during a short rest what a magic item does, by the way. So you can figure out.
Cool.
Yeah, so those bracers are bracers of the hard-backed shield.
That sounds awesome.
And it allows you to. It gives you one cast of shield.
Cool.
Which
that's
increases your
pretty
AC by 5 as a reaction until your next turn.
Ooh, nice.
Yeah. The thing is, they actually have a. So, like, to charge them, you roll a d4. On a 4, they regain their charge. On a 3, they will regain their charge at the next sunrise.
Oh.
On a 2, they do not charge. On a 1, they grow dim and must be rekindled before they may be charged. So, it's a get out of jail free card, but you want to be careful how and when you use it, because you're not guaranteed to be able to use it again after every long rest.
Gotcha.
But the easiest
And
is
it's
green.
as a reaction means like if they roll higher than my AC, I can use it to buff my AC right now.
Yeah, you can
Okay.
just be like, nope.
Interesting.
Speaking of,
Is there a way, a place where I can like note that stuff?
I think I normally put it in like features. I don't know, Casey or Shin or anyone, if you know a better way.
in the equipment under mods, it's actually another text box.
Oh, okay. Okay, cool. I'll just copy and paste this in there then. This way I can look back on it.
Speaking of AC, Morelos, you were at 17 before the shield?
But yeah, before the shield, and now I have some bracers that could be put on or given to somebody else, I suppose.
Well, I just got to 17 with my shield, so I just got to Morelos level AC, and I'm proud of that. And then he immediately surpassed me again.
I am proud of you, my little gnome.
Yay. So the fire is struck, and do you guys forage for? Did you guys forage for food today, or do you guys just sort of like go through your remaining food supply? Because if I recall correctly, you have you had one foraged. It's gonna go bad if you don't eat it. So and that'll leave you with 2 days rations.
I mean, whoever had a good berry today didn't really need food.
That's true. I'll probably just try it for like the other day. Although I think you might have had a good berry then as well. We'll see. We'll see. Where's Garyon? Garyon's here. He's like, yes. Well, that didn't go how I expected, but hey, diplomacy, a wonderful sport. So, Cabancho, do you think that we'll be able to get everything sorted out soon? And do you think the River Queen will be willing to hold off on any river raids while we're conducting diplomacy?
Well, she did give us a word that she won't be sending out any incursions, but I worry that even if we were successful to make contact, Kova's not gonna care.
Indeed. I believe that
you
Koba.
know-
I believe that Koba is a loyal man, and unless he's ordered to, or believes it to be within the bounds of his orders, he won't move in on the woods.
Do you know any way to have quick communications with your father or with anyone of the higher ups, so we can get this negotiation started?
Certainly, once we're back in Bonewater, Lady Hone will be able to facilitate swift communication.
All right. And Garion, what do you think of her demands?
Well, he sort of like prods a stick in the fire and turns it over. To be honest, my cousin is seeking a swift resolution to matters here. He could be willing to make concessions which might normally be beyond the pale. He wants to solidify the realm. It's been a year since the war. He wants peace.
Well, just to reiterate her demands, it was 5 things. Well, technically 6. One was a full pardon for all deserters, the return of Utiki's land and title, um, the retreat from Brule's grazing lands in the southwest, closing the Kellen quarry west of Bonewater, and to completely refill the quarry. And I cannot pronounce this village.
Dunstad village is to be released from under Lord Toss' domain and transferred to the direct ownership under the province of Tessin. Garon says, "Well, as for taking the village into direct control, I can't say I'm familiar with it, but it's probably some small village. I'm not sure that Kobo would really mind, particularly not if his lord instructed him to. It wouldn't be a major concern, and my cousin would compensate him for any loss if it was. As for the Kowlin quarry, he turns the stick over again and says, Bonewater has been very interested in expanding economic activity recently. Lady Hone's motives are a mystery to me. She sort of looks around at everyone else. I don't know if she said anything to you, but I think that she could stand to lose it, although she must have had a reason for opening a new one. I know the one that they're talking about. It was opened shortly after she took control.
What about? Are you familiar with where Yutiki Hanaka's land is?
No, there are many Ritters in this province, and there were, but I suspect that his lands have likely been handed out to a loyal knight, or knights, plural probably, given the cultural reforms. Revoking title from one is a simple matter, but revoking it from multiple is more complicated. Yutiki Hanaka may be reinstated, but it's possible the Ritters under him will own portions of the land and owe him rent in the form of grains harvested from it, rather than the normal arrangement in places such as Safu. Safu is a high culture province where lords typically own lots of land, and the Ritters are employed and paid by them directly, and are mostly just professional warriors, but they are also tend to be pretty cultured. In low culture areas, individual Ritters tend to have their own little castles that like reign over like a village or a town, or like some of them, and then they collect taxes, and then they pay homage to their lord and answer their lord's call to war, but they don't like hang out in the house of their lord indefinitely. So while Yutiki Hanaka, he's basically saying, yeah, Yutiki Hanaka might get his title back, but he's going to have a whole bunch of people who he has to deal with who are on his lands, who are Clan Tess and Earthers.
Alright.
So he might get his lands back, but will it be in a way that he likes? And then for a full pardon for all deserters at her cell, he says, well, a full pardon isn't unheard of. There were some local ones after the war 10 years ago. That being said, it's normally not considered it's not considered becoming of a ruler to pardon so many, particularly deserters, reviled on both sides for having quit the fight. Well, it is a tricky list of demands, and she has more, but... well... these... Horn, he says, holding back on bandits. The River Queen, she seems to know about things in the woods before anyone else does. And she must have some way of swiftly traveling. I mean, I don't know how those boats moved around, but she must have some way of reaching the river to the north and south before they meet into the single Great Opus River. So, it's possible.
Well, she is called the River Queen.
Yes. It's possible.
And she does have friends, mystical friends, like the Dryad.
Can I do a check on, do I know
You
if
did
it's
notice,
normal?
you all went, everyone but David went through, an underwater river section where there were a bunch of boats. And the way that underwater river was laid out, it looks like it could have plausibly gone both north and south.
Well, is it normal for nymphs to be able to travel that fast, though, or is this, an unnatural travel speed for even her?
You know that a nymph traveling through waters that she's, from waters in general, and that she's familiar with in particular, this isn't that strange. That she can personally move that fast. The movement of her troops a little more not normal, not unnatural, but not normal. Also, a lot of nymphs don't have troops. It's kind of unusual for them to become commanders in organizations like this. But yeah, that's more or less the situation there. And as for the grazing lands, he says, that will be a matter for Umachi, the city of steeds to the south. They're known for their fine horse flesh and other herds, and they graze far afield. I'm not sure how that will go over. They're some of the only, along with Lady Hone, they're one of the last original Safu clan vassals who came over after the war. The presence of both Lady Hone and the Horse Lord, well, they are key to, shall we say, continuity in the region. My lord would not want to appear to be removing all former nobles. There's already been a lot of motion around the reforms, and people aren't happy. The more change, the more people will murmur.
Well, also, do you know who would be, I guess, have the authority to set up this negotiation? Would it be your father, your cousin, or maybe someone else?
Most of that could go through my father as the viceroy. However, if Dunstad village is under Kobatoth, then that's back in the home province and well beyond his purvey. Additionally, while granting available titles is within his purview, revoking them is not. If Yutiki Hanaka's lands have been handed out to another lord by now, then my cousin will need to get involved sooner than later. But I digress. I believe that you had great adventures in there. He gesticulates with a stick that he's been like roasting some meat on. Tell me, what did you see after we were separated with the fight with the werewolf?
Gosh, what did we see?
After the that fight, we found an underground crypt where.
Oh yeah, that's when you started speaking babble. You were talking to like a blue floating spirit.
No, wait, was the crypt after or before?
Wasn't it? Well, you said a crypt.
You stepped into the crypt initially before, but then you more thoroughly explored it after.
Yeah.
By the way,
right,
shadows the shadows grow longer as you talk. In a very non-ominous way, of course.
Can Lonnie at this point tune out and step away and try if people will allow her to a more secluded area?
Mm-hmm.
And she's going to try to cast the ritual again, however long it takes, and just see if anything happens that's different.
Kibancho would definitely at least stay within visual range, but would let you leave.
Yeah, not going to like she'll definitely have her back turned towards you, but not like she's not gonna.
So like after about half an hour, with the sun well and truly set, and well, there should be a moon tonight, but the clouds seem to be in the way. Pretty dark clouds, in fact. That's strange, but you see darkness. But then something else, something strange. You open your eyes and you see that your obsidian eye is seeing something that isn't there. Hedgerows cut from wild, winding woods. Something moving in the dark. It turns, and silhouetted in the milky black view you are afforded through this eye, you see an impression. And you know it looks back. And on its face, you see what could only be described as a grin.
Oh, that looks pleasant.
Does it look animalistic or does it look humanoid?
It looks like the image that I just showed you.
Oh, sorry, I am not on. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. Okay.
Yeah. You get a cold shiver goes down your spine and breaks your concentration. You got while Lonnie is out meditating, what would you guys have been doing?
Tinto will excuse himself and try to get some sleep because he's been through a lot today. You know, being hit with rocks, by fire, turning into a whirl, then turning into a wolf, being thrown. Yeah, he's tired.
Right.
He'll excuse himself.
Excuse you, it's being yeeted.
Alright, Tyr, what would you do as you note a particularly dark night settles upon you? A moonless night.
I'll go a little ways away from the group. Practice the Black Eagle soaring a little bit.
Alright.
And then meditate.
Can you give me a dex check?
Straight Blake flies towards us and kills us all.
So, Tyr, you find a tree stump and you sort of like, practice embedding the Black Eagle striking in it again and again. The Kusarigama's carved black iron blade slamming into it. The whole lifting yourself up though part just doesn't seem to happen. You're not sure why. Almost as if though physics wise the move just doesn't make sense or work out. However,
I'm sorry.
you feel as
rather
though
strange.
you feel feel like you're starting to get there, and after like the last one you do before you start meditate, you sort of you manage to get just on top of the stump, by pulling yourself there, and you feel as if though you might be able to overshoot, if you just keep at it, keep at practicing with it.
Okay.
And you go to meditate. Morenlos, what are you up to as everyone sort of goes to their own thing? Did you attune to
I'm
the
just
bracers?
sipping. Yeah, I'm just sipping my tea, hanging out with Lonnie, as she meditates, enjoying the peacefulness of nothing.
Very zen. And do you attune to the bracers?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
All right. Lonnie, Lumi comes up and licks you. But you were also doing a meditation thing. But earlier, during the short rest, did you attune to the Elder Graft shaft? Staff.
The staff, yes.
God, why do I keep calling it that? Anyway,
Also, quick question: how long did the ritual take at this distance?
half an hour.
Okay.
You feel like it was harder to reach than normal. Kabancho Akechi, what are you doing as a particularly dark night that calls to your very soul approaches?
Well, I would first tell Garyon about, what happened afterwards. I would say it all in a very questionable tone of voice.
Mm-hmm.
As if I'm uncertain that it all really happened.
Mm-hmm.
But if everyone's off doing their own thing and not being a party, then I'm just gonna go meditate and try to have a conversation with Akechi.
Alright, so you step a ways a bit, and so you just try and meditate and reach within to find him.
Yeah.
Give me a wisdom check.
Yes. Wisdom. Do you think I have an abundance? Yes.
You
Abundance, people. Abundance.
you reach out and trying to think of Akechi. Your hand absent-mindedly. So do you have the sword summoned right now?
I would have the sword summoned, but I will not be wielding it.
So it's on you.
Yeah, I would have it on the ground in front of me.
You find you close your eyes. You're trying to think of Akechi. Nothing's coming. You're just sitting there thinking, Akechi, hey Akechi, and then you open your eyes as you realize your hand is gripping the hilt of the blade, and you hear, "You are surrounded," and a milky blackness pours over everyone's vision, as you all find yourselves at a campsite, but not quite the campsite you left. Hold on, wait a minute. Fuck, did I? Yes, okay, I did.
Everyone, close your eyes.
I'm suddenly out of my tent.
Yep. You guys are in a very different place. There is something unnatural about the night now. You recognize it's not the absence of light around you, Tyr. It's void. Void in and amongst tracts and tracts of wilderness, or something very much akin to wilderness.
Oops.
Yeah, those of you who... There are tents here. Your tents, you think. And there's a fire, although it's burnt out. Garyon looks around and says, "This is a dream? What trickery is this?" And goes for his blade.
Lonnie draws her staff and tries to light the fire pit.
Kibancho unsheaths his swords and tells everyone to get in close.
You manage to burn up the embers, Lonnie, although without extra fuel on the fire, it will run itself down.
Someone
Tyr
get away.
unsheathes his fists.
Take your gloves off?
Yeah, gloves on. Someone gonna wake up Tento? Is he just gonna chill? Sleeping on the ground.
Oh wait, you're
Are they
choosing
like
to stay asleep?
weighted gloves, like Dragon Ball Z style?
Kiki, Scout, I think you might be the target.
Very
And-
likely.
Lonnie is going to use the Elder Graph staff on Tento right now.
Yeah, that's probably smart.
Someone gonna wake him up?
I nudge him with my foot.
Not with your
Eh.
fist.
What? Who? Where are we? Why am I outside? Is it dark in here?
You hear from the trees, and with a great rustling, someone is there who simply was not before.
Oh, okay, less threatening than I thought.
You
know,
don't know
that's
that.
more threatening than I
I was gonna
thought.
say, you don't know that.
Yeah, hey,
The thing I was imagining was much, much worse.
it's Hueul. You know, the friendly owl spirit. A big motherfucker. He cranes down at you, twists his head, and says, "Ooh, you've done such a good job, little sleeper. Ooh, that pesky eye can't see me anymore. But it couldn't see the creeping night either. Ooh, what is an owl to do? You've been so good to me, I thought I'd leave you a little present." And his eyes glow gold. And you see, by the way, that both passageways out of this hedgy wood, like a light flickers, but there's like shadows encroaching from them. His eyes flicker a moment, and like beams of burning gold hot light strike them, leaving a burned section at either side. A bit of ash on the ground is left, and he says, "This will keep them at bay until you've enjoyed a proper stay. And I have gone ahead and told my associate that you ought to be treated as guests, and Todesnacht is nothing if not a hospitable wolf. But bear in mind, if you pass either threshold," he pokes his little, his big fucking talons at both of these burn marks, "then the official board of hospitality will be beyond all of you as you have gone to make your way."
Thank you.
"Oh, don't mention it. May you dream a little while longer, sleeper." Ooh.
Where are we?
He
Can
hops
Lonnie
up.
insight check? As if
Yeah, you can insight check. So the woods beyond night, around you. So, you could roll me either an Arcana or a Nature.
most definitely nature.
Tyr, you do think that the Hueul is saying is expressing for your sake, I hope you sleep a little longer to Lonnie. Not in the most sincere sense, but in the sense that, yeah, it would suck if you didn't, for you.
That owl is always so creepy.
Yeah.
So you asked Hueul where you are, right?
Yes.
Ooh, you're in the woods beyond night, of course. Someplace you can go. If you, well... He hops around dramatically, spreads his wings and says, "Have an appointment." And you do. He points his wingtips at Tento and then Kibancho and says, "You've been marked. And now, I'm afraid the big bad wolf is going to have you over for dinner."
You're just so comforting sometimes.
Ooh. I'm told that I'm very soothing when I want to be.
Yep. Okay. I'm gonna get some rest before we fight some big bad wolves.
Wait,
I'm gonna go back to sleep.
Tento,
Yes.
bite me.
What did you say? I'm sorry. What? Repeat that.
Bite me.
Do you say this loud enough for all of us to hear?
Yeah?
I don't think that's a good idea. First off, you don't look good to eat. Second, I don't think it'll spread like that.
Do I know if it will spread like that? I'm just morbidly curious. I'm not going to tell it.
It depends on the particular strain of lycanthropy. Some will need to have succeeded on the need to be gone through the challenge before that is determined. But for others, the ones which are most populous and have the most werewolves, it tends to be as soon as you're infected, you can infect someone else.
I just keep that to myself.
Do you understand what you're asking?
I'm sure he knows what he's asking. Like, I'm positive,
Yeah.
but I don't think it'll spread like that.
Alright, do either of you bite him? I'm assuming not, based on what you're saying. Dear, you've been denied.
Plus, you have two of us. It's not like you're not gonna have
Well,
a chance to
Tento,
fight a...
you do start to look at him as a little bit tastier, but something about that instinct is held back by these burn marks.
Oh, nice incense.
Tyr, why do you want this?
Do you want to fight a wolf?
Yeah.
I mean, we have a wolf
Go
you can
through
fight.
the same trial.
She gives you a pointed look. And Lumi growls at you as soon as you say that.
Hey! I won't
Tento,
speak
you're
the
really
truth.
not good with animals, are you?
I have you know, I was a wolf before.
I don't count.
I understand the inner workings of the mind. I'm the wolf speaker now.
Lumi it seems like the wolf is rolling in her eyes somehow.
At some point during the conversation, you hear a quick fluttering and dropping of branches. No matter how quickly you whip around, though, you don't see Hue will leave. You just feel his absence.
Bye, creepy owl. Alright, well, that's enough excitement for this night. I'm gonna go back to sleep. I suggest we all do the same thing.
Tyr, do you want to be included to help us fight the challenge,
Yeah.
or to win the challenge?
To help fight and win. Are you planning on losing?
I don't plan on losing, but I also don't know what winning means.
Well, according to the Brule guy, it means a cool scar around your neck, which it seems like you already got that covered. So maybe you already won. Tento's a little snappy since he woke up from his sleep.
Tento's not a morning person, knows it.
Yeah, that's just not a people person or an animal person.
Miss Asimov.
At this moment,
I'd like to name the turtle NPC. It's not an NPC, it's a character, Miss Asimov. But we will give it Dangerous to Go Alone to Numerenlos. Numerenlos' most popular target for Dangerous to Go Alones.
Oh, the turtle NPC. Rip.
because he's a quiet boy.
But hey,
Also, I
turtles
don't
do
think-
exist in
Am I-
this world, so maybe we'll
Am I
have
really?
another turtle NPC show up.
Yeah, I don't think this trial will be one-on-one for one thing. It'd be pretty cool if it was, but pretty amazing to say the least. That'd be some powerful magic.
I don't think it's going to be that, since we were all brought here.
Yeah. So I don't think you need the curse to fight the wolf. You're already along for the ride, so just
Can I attempt to roll insight on tier?
Finally, player v player insight.
I mean, you've done that before, though. So
I
has
mean-
Morelos, but no
I,
one's done it
Alright.
against tier, I believe.
I mean, I guess you
Yeah,
can.
Tier's done nothing wrong.
Although I will warn you, you will have disadvantage because Tyr is wearing not one, not two, but 3 masks. And it's not easy to read someone's
No, no, no.
facial expression.
No, no,
He
you
took
got
off
the
the
hard
hard mask.
mask.
He specified that one.
He's
Oh,
only
that's
wearing
weird.
one now.
Yeah,
Only, you're only wearing one mask.
yeah.
Oh, okay.
Just
Well,
to-
then in that case, I'll just give Tyr advantage on the deception.
Deception. Maybe it's persuasion, huh? Let's not get hasty here. But insight. Ah, yes.
Tyr, you want to roll me your persuasion or deception?
Real quick. Oh, never mind. That doesn't do it.
Oh my
You
god.
didn't need that advantage, geez.
Yeah, no, you are completely convinced that that is Tyr's sole motivation.
All right. He understands. He's a grown adult. He's a grown ass man. He knows what he wants.
He's
and
an
who might have
elf.
stopped him?
Tinto crawls back into the tent. Not sure if this is his tent, and just starts trying to sleep.
All right. I give Tira a little love bite.
Tyr, Tento, I think you will.
What?
Oh, okay, you give him a little love bite. Tyr, you get a little. You feel like, what's that? Oh, it's a spider bite. Give me a
What the-
Constitution save.
Oh, that's advantage.
I mean, that's still a pretty good roll.
Yeah, Tyr. You're not sure whether or not it's taking effect.
Would he take 1 point of poison damage from
shit.
my bite?
Oh shit, you have that, don't you?
From my bite.
I regret to inform you, Tyr, that you do actually take 1 point of poison.
Oh. Nice.
It's okay. You didn't become incapacitated, so you're not paralyzed. So there is that.
Alright.
So, the temp HP wears off, Tento, as the long rest happens, and you guys actually can take here, thanks to Hueul and what Hueul has done, a long rest.
Ooh.
Ronnie still stays up a little past everyone else just because she can't sleep
Mm-hmm.
due to some
will take-
talks about possibly being the cause of the death of a satyr. That's fine. Everything's fine. Not to worry about
Possibly, I'm
that.
pretty sure you blew that fucker's brains out with that guiding bolt. Oh wait, no, you didn't. He was down, and then
No, I finished him.
Bancho finished him.
Lonnie still is questioning whether or not she has caused someone's death, despite not, like, if her inaction has caused someone's death, and it's just eating away at her until she finally is too exhausted to stay up.
All right. Finally, it gets to you, and Lumi gives you a little snuzzle nuzzle. Lumi seems very pert and alert here. Lumi feels like something's wrong, very wrong, and it doesn't take you long to realize what. Although Lumi has trouble conveying the thought telepathically, you feel like you're in a place marked by another pack. But not marked in the normal sense of pissing on it. No, marked in a deeper
That's good
sense.
to know.
It's like they've pissed in this place's soul.
Sorry, Lumi. I guess it looks like we're both dealing with some deep shit, so
Yeah.
we'll just have a long talk about it until we both eventually fall asleep.
Lumi gives you a good nuzzle, and with that, I will ask Marlo, this is a woodpile by you. Do you stoke the fires and keep them going?
Oh my god, this is crazy!
Yeah, that sounds like a thing that should be done.
Oh, my arrows.
All right, yeah. So you pop a little in, and there's some more burning.
Those are going back in there.
The wood burns a little faster than you'd expect, but the wood's also lighter than you'd think it should be. Odd. Either way, Garyon is restless much of the night, taking most 2 watches, saying that he's perfectly fine already. And when you guys are ready, you eventually all awaken at full HP and with half your hit dice back if you've been down any. And
Does it round up or down?
I think it rounds up.
Okay, thank you.
And
What do you mean by hit dice? What?
don't worry about it.
Okay, sorry.
And yes, the rest of you feel fine if uneasy, but Tento and Kabancho, you feel the shadows beckoning to you. Here,
Does
they begin to dance
Tyr
and
also?
swirl. Tyr, you're not really
Tyr
feeling. Tyr, you're not feeling more beckoned by shadows than you usually are.
There's no longer charm though, right? Or is that long resting, or is that 24
It's
hours?
24 hours.
Yeah, so it's popped by now. So yeah, it feels like you gaze into this shadow and you see a row of rocks and spikes, and down here you see something rising up out of a broken earth. It's hard to explain, and the people who see this, by the way, are Tento and Kabancho. To everyone else, this is just the darkness.
Well, I'm still gonna cast temp HP on both of them, regardless of, like, as soon as they wake up. Kabancho first.
Yes.
And then,
One
man,
better.
not nearly as good as that.
One better. That's all I needed.
So that's 2 of those uses.
She cast it on me first, so we know what the priorities are.
So, Camacho, what do you think the chances are of us passing this thing? Or killing this thing?
Well, it was defeat the trial, not kill the trial. So I think the odds are pretty good.
That's true, we just have to incapacitate it. When are we just gonna have a normal night?
Was this not normal for you?
Since traveling with you guys. Yeah, you're right, this is pretty normal.
Tyr, how are you feeling?
No difference.
Do you feel the venom in your blood? No, I'm kidding.
I equip. I get my crossbow ready.
Alright, so Lonnie, do you know how we leave this place?
I'm not sure if we can until we fight.
I agree.
Lonnie's gonna go ahead and mount
the only way out is through. Gnome hops on the wolf.
Everyone get ready.
Alright, well, Garyon, let's go on another adventure.
Yeah, quite so. He's got his Zweihander slung over one shoulder, holding it like down by his waist handle, and he's just sort of like, checking it out, moving around, following your lead.
Hey Lee, how tall is this ledge, by the way?
It's a 5-foot ledge.
Okay. So shouldn't be taking. Oh wait, no, you'll be taking 1 dive damage if you don't make it.
You won't take any if you fall. It's
Okay.
It's per 10 feet that you take the bludgeoning damage.
Okay.
Anyone can freely drop off a 5-foot ledge.
Okay, just wanted to know.
Hey Morales, would you like to join the class?
Lee, do you want us to be positioned facing to the right?
Oh, you mean like
Marching order.
Well, if you guys are going to the right.
Yeah, which way are
Sorry.
we going?
Honestly, to me, it doesn't really matter.
Is there only
the
one
right is
way opening?
closest to us right now, so might as well go that way.
It's a 3
Yeah,
wide.
Do we
Oh, there are 2 openings. Want to split
do
up,
we see
gang?
the do we see the spikes, or is that just the werewolf people?
That's just the werewolf people. That's just
Okay.
the people who got the curse in their veins. But Gary on would volunteer to like get out ahead. Like, yes. Oh,
Do
fear the darkness.
we, the werewolf people, notice that the other people can't see the same thing we can, or would we be oblivious to it?
If they've shared that fact, if you've shared that fact and they've said, "What the fuck are you talking about?"
So you're just like, look out for the spikes, and we're like, the fuck you talking about?
I would say
like,
I would
no one
mention it
said
if someone
anything.
walks ahead of us. But if we're out front,
Garyon's
I
ahead
wouldn't
of
say
us.
anything.
Yeah,
Garyon's
Garion's
like,
volunteering to go.
Garyon is confused, moves his sword around in front of him and says, "Spikes in the shadows somewhere." And Garyon peers into it, but says, "Perhaps you would best go first, Gabancho. I can't seem to spy what you speak of."
Yes, you first, Cabancho.
Can Lumi try to do a perception check with smell to see if she can figure out what's beyond either path?
Oh, she can smell all right. Dendrites, give it to me.
She has advantage if it's smell based.
So she smells the burning of the dwindling fire, and the burnt ash from the laser owl eyes, leaving these marks. And she also smells the acrid scent of something decaying, made to be preserved through some means beyond nature's ken.
Can she pinpoint where that smell is coming from, or no? Because it's all around.
It permeates, but it is definitely stronger down either of these hallways than it is where you are.
Fun. Got it.
Yeah,
Right.
so, Marlon, I'm assuming you're going to stand like behind Garyon?
I like that.
Yeah, I'm just gonna follow the class here.
Alright, and has your AC gone up to 19 with taking out the shield?
No, I need to ask the group if anybody has a shield on them. I
I'm.
do not.
You know, of all the things I've taken, a shield is not one of them.
I met Miranda's AC. Yes. Sorry, the shield's mine.
I have a great axe.
As you advance, you cross, a Cabancho crosses the threshold, the burn marks disappear, and that scent of something preserved, decaying preserved, the preserve goes away, but the decay begins to reverse into something alive, Lonnie. Something alive and virile. And both Cabancho and Tento give me charisma saves.
Ooh, charisma.
Well, maybe I should have cast something on you guys. Oh.
Roar. Oh wait, no.
Oh, hey, yes.
Oh hey.
Yeah, and you're keeping it together. You are keeping it together. You pass together through the shadows and arrive in a place with grassy, grown over rocks and a tall, thin row of a hedgerow dotted with red roses. Their thorns glisten as if though slicked by dew in an early morn.
Do they look natural?
Do we see a white rabbit?
You don't see a white rabbit.
Oh.
You see a white wolf though?
Nature or survival? Okay, yeah. Lonnie.
Oh.
Glad I wasted on this.
At first, you suspect that this might be something of Fey origin, some echo of true nature, but no. This is a real living thing, if held in a state not natural to it. It is almost as if though this wood is bleeding from elsewhere, coming here, and then staunched like a scab between the marks of a great celestial wound. You never heard of the woods beyond night, but you're starting to suspect that this is a place known only to the beast that calls it its lair. And, the scent of another's domain is overwhelming Lumi and you. You know that there are wolves nearby.
Lonnie's gonna be keeping an eye out for like the usual signs of like if a wolf has passed through very recently, stuff like that, or like the sound of a wolf coming.
All right.
Just keeping an ear out the whole time.
Yeah. The party advances around the corner. You see to the south, there's something past some prickly brambles. There's some rocks, and there's the hedge. The rosy hedge.
With pretty flowers. Where's... this place seems well kept. Which way should we go? Is this terrain here?
Yeah, so that's
Why
typical
is-
terrain, although there is, technically speaking, a way around it for this bit.
Why is Lee rolling stealth?
Oh, no reason.
It can't be for any.
There's nothing here, though.
Is that the only path that we see?
Well, you see there's something around this rosy hedge. You could check out that.
Let's see what's behind the hedge. Or we could burn it. Anyone? Anyone? Ideas?
Yeah, you could try and burn it. How are you going to burn it?
Have torch.
If Lonnie sees that Tento's actually making a serious move to burn it, she's gonna go and stop him.
So you
Well,
like,
no one.
you like strike up a torch and Lonnie realizes and is like, what the fuck?
I thought he was kidding.
I said I was gonna. What? Do you want me? What do you want to do? Want to go around the hedge, or do you want to just burn it? I don't mind just burning it.
You know,
Maybe
the
we
torch
shouldn't-
slicked with a rag. It's wrapped with a rag, slicked in oil, third press. It looks like it's burning faster than it should be.
Oh, that's not good. Well, quickly, what are we doing?
Maybe we shouldn't destroy the place, the home of things that want to hurt you.
We could just walk around, and I ask you to, put the torch away.
Okay, I'll take it out. Oh, I put it out. Let's go around the hedge then.
Actually, wait, no. That brings up a question. Is there a light in here, or is it darkness?
So, there is void. Not shadow, but void beyond the hedges and trees. But here, there's almost a radiance from the living things. As you adjust your eyes, you realize your vision is a bit green. Almost like the trees and grass are letting off a little bit of light. And you
Dang
all
it,
look
I
like
actually
kind of
snuff
like,
out the torch.
and you look around, you realize you've been thinking things looked kind of funny. You realize you're all backlit.
I mean, if I start setting stuff on fire, we'll have more light.
No, we're not burning anything. And
Fine.
I cast Eldritch Sight and get detect magic.
Mhm.
Am I blinded?
You're not blinded, but that hedge isn't normal. There's something magical about it, but then again, there's something magical about basically everything other than the void beyond, or rather, magic is running through it, bleeding and burning, crisping. It seems like the weave is dancing here, scattered. You feel like it would be hard for a wizard to cast spells here. Thankfully, that's not your problem.
It's like I think we were not wizards.
I'm gonna unsheath my sword. No, have it facing away from the bush, but I'm gonna try to just touch a rose.
All right,
So you're gonna get up to that head.
You get up on that hedge though, and you tap a rose.
Yep.
When you do, before the blade even touches it, the green gold glow infects the rose and dyes its petals alternating green and gold. And the bush doesn't seem to react beyond that.
Is it just the one rose, or is it all of them?
It's any rose that the glow around your blade comes across.
All right, and then I back away. I'm like, oh, that's interesting. Either these can take in energy, or they just change colors and camouflage. So, do you want to just walk up or walk down?
I think we should walk up. That seems like the plan for me. There's a lot of sharp corners down there.
No disagreements. Also seems like there might be less places to watch for enemies if we go up.
Yeah. Well, I guess I will slowly lead you, or give us free movement, or do you want to control where we are?
No, yeah, you can get free movement. You can move yourselves as you like.
Cool.
Alright, so giving a berth of 1 space with the hedge.
Shin, did you ever get your temp HP?
Oh no, sorry, I didn't put it in. There we go.
You're
Nothing,
measly too.
nothing seems to be there.
Oh, did you shake your staff twice?
Yeah,
That's
wasn't
nice.
great.
Alright, Garion's pulling up the rear with Morenlos. Tyr, where do you want to be?
Here.
Alright, yeah.
Oh, by the way, while I have my detect magic up, do I see the eye stalk on Lonnie still?
Yes, although it looks like it's, if not severed, almost submerged in invisible liquid at some point. It doesn't trace up to a greater eye anymore.
Okay, I keep it to myself.
Do we go through the hedge, or do you want to go around the hedge?
I mean, it's
Over
clear,
the
so
hedge.
Over the hedge.
Over
it's
the
clear
hedge.
this
got
way.
the
So
But what
Sit
if
down
we go
center.
under the hedge?
What if we just sapped the walls?
I'm very close to just burning everything. Okay, well, let's just go through the hedge. Seems pretty safe.
Alright, so Kabancho and Tento, when they cross over this line, you guys hear and some initiative, if you wouldn't mind, my good sirs, and madam, giving me a roll there. As you see a white shadow leap over the hedge and land elegantly right here.
A white shadow, huh?
Yeah, I didn't roll shit for initiative.
Yeah, not slow like a turtle.
I think this is the first time Merlin's beat me in initiative.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, Morenlos ruining my immersion. Just kidding.
Excuse me while I do weird initiative stuff. So, am I on the tracker now?
Wow, you rolled a 21.
My wolf rolled a 21, to be fair.
Oh, your wolf did. You rolled a 10.
Lonnie, how does it feel to be first?
Usually not good, since I usually have reactive actions to you guys getting hurt, specifically.
We're not reckless.
Yeah, just some of you guys, Shin, rolls really, really badly.
Yeah, that Tento guy. 4 or 5 nat 20s in a
Lonnie,
row.
you're surrounded by like you hear that there's like wolf activity. You only see one wolf at the moment, obviously. It's kind of standing like slightly taller than Lumi on account of being up on those rocks, but you know.
Oh look, is the wolf very bright?
Yeah, it's almost more like a white shadow. The formlessness replaced with a radiance that does not exceed its bounds. Shaped, given form, purpose.
Lonnie is gonna just look to see if it looks hostile right now.
Yeah. No, it's you think it's about to fuck some shit up.
Okay, and
Do you think that wolf is friendly, Kabancho?
I will use a spell
Definitely
slot and
not.
cast Speak with Animals.
Oh.
Ooh.
Mm-hmm.
And I will ask it what needs to be done.
Very important question here. How are you casting Speak with Animals? Like, is that something from your some of your species or your class?
That is subclass.
Okay. The white shadow jerks its head back and forth, snarls a little, and it barks at you, and you feel a feeling of hatred and disgust. Not at you, but at the very speech you utter.
Hey Lonnie, I don't think he liked that.
Tento, I don't
like-
think he likes you.
I don't think he likes you either.
Bow my head in apology, and I guess I'm just gonna take the dodge action. Oh wait, no, I already used my action. I will just bonus cast Shillelagh then. Bonus action cast.
Shillelagh.
Yeah, and no particular reason here. Just gonna add this. Don't even worry about this one, fellas. Don't even leave them do anything just then. Okay, so that's your turn, yeah. The white shadow steps off of the difficult terrain right here and activates Consuming Beam as an action. Tento and Lonnie, give me a dex save.
You just had to be behind me.
As a white radiant beam just shoots out towards you.
I can make.
DC 11 though.
I think my wolf can make it for me, right?
Yeah. I guess it would be Lonnie dancing out.
So does the 11? So the matching, I can't remember. The matching.
Yeah. Meter exceed.
Okay.
So Tento, that is half damage unless you have. I don't think he has the thing yet, does he?
No.
Not at.
Ah, come on.
It's level
All
7.
right. So first, we'll
11
kick through
damage.
your 3 temp HPs, and then we'll go into 2 actual. And Lonnie, oof.
That's half my HP right there.
There's 11 of your HPs. Eat peasy weasy. And
It's an area thing, right? So does Lumi also take it?
yeah, actually, Lumi does also take it. Lumi's max HP is 11. So
Yeah, it is.
yeah, I guess I'm gonna roll a death save for Lumi there. That's a pass.
Oh, no.
Does that normally happen for steeds, or? I mean, I think within the bounds of the rules, yeah.
Depends on how you want to play this, because I think she might is supposed to just poop away, but that's fine.
Well, summon steeds generally don't. They just poof. But I mean, it's up to you.
Lumi has a special relationship. You see Lumi fade a little, though. That was the White Shadow's turn.
You had
It
to
is
try
a-
talking to it.
Schattenhund's turn. And the Schattenhund is going to dance right up on Tyr By the way, Garyon is surprised by all of this and has an initiative of 1 because he's like, how about you?
Oh, hey, look, there's the wolf behind us too.
Precious darling.
What happened to the white shadow?
It ran off.
Oh, that bastard.
Alright, it's gonna give you a little busy bite.
It's gonna give you a big busy bite.
Yep.
So that's 8 damage. And that's its turn. Tento, it is presently your turn. And yeah, you feel the beast within.
Ugh. I'm gonna shoot at the Shatterhood. Shatten?
Schaltenhund.
I'm gonna use my light crossbow shoot at this thing.
Pop.
Popping the shots. Nope.
Your blow goes wide. By the way, this hole, you guys see like the white light just dance out through the void for a while before winking out. As it's blown a hole in the hedge. So Tento, you shoot, you miss. Anything else in your turn?
I'm gonna move like right around like this corner area of the hedge. That's enough movement.
Alright, so you're like,
Like I want to hide in like that little corner, but I don't want to go like I guess it would just be right here.
you want to try and
Get
you want to nestle up into the hedge.
Yeah, like in the corner, yeah. And then I want to stealth.
Okay. Roll me a stealth.
Where is?
Crazy son of a bitch.
Ugh, that's not even that good.
Morenlos, it's your turn.
Okay, I'm gonna roll up on this dude. Here? Oh, I see the other wolf boys. He's on the other side of the hedge. And engage rage mode.
Rageo mode. You take on a green glow.
And I'm still two-handed.
Advantage from
You
flanking.
have advantage.
Oh, that's right.
Blanking.
I did that for a reason. I remember.
That's a hit. Give us the damage.
Solid.
Yeah, so you deal a nice 10 damage. It goes, "Oof," and before it can even recover, it skims to void.
Oh my gosh.
Okay.
So yeah, Morenlos, anything else for your turn? You moved a little and you made an action. You moved like 15 feet?
Yeah, that is my turn.
Alright, Gibancho Akechi. It's your turn.
I'm going to move here and cast Eldritch Blast against the white shadow.
Alright. Popping that shot.
11.
That is a whiff as your Eldritch Blast through the breeze. What does your Eldritch Blast look like again?
Say that one time.
What does your Eldritch Blast look like again?
It looks like the blue light of Akechi.
The blue bolt flies through the leaves, crackling. Anything else?
No, that'll be my turn.
This Schadenhund comes up to give Garyon a widow bite.
A widow bite?
A widow bite. Missing.
It's
too widow. Like it latches on, but it's like doesn't hurt. Tyr, it's your turn.
Guess I'll go help carry on. Not that he needs it.
you're gonna flying kick the wolf.
No,
Tyr,
he's gonna
out of
Black Eagle
position. Do you
striking
wanna
the
fight?
wolf.
Black Eagle striking.
Although, you know, that kind of thing isn't physically impossible,
That's a
but,
hit.
you know, it's fine.
Deal 8 damage.
Do I still get my bonus fist?
Yeah,
This
you
weapon?
can bonus action fist. It's a monk weapon.
Does this creature also take the extra D4?
This creature does not.
This creature is not a fae.
Yeah.
checking.
Give me that punch damage. That's a hit. 13 is on the money for their AC.
Nice.
Oh
That
my
was like-
gosh.
You Black Eagle striking. Your Kushinogami lashes out, cuts it, bop it with the metal, and then you punch him in the face. And it's like, ooh, and it too skims to void and melts. Anything else? You moved his
So
attack
it
bonus.
was
So
how much
it
movement
was
did I
5, 10, 15, 20 feet to get here.
okay. Then I will make my movement back to where I was. And get close with the other boys.
Alright, Lonnie, a Shattenhund comes around and is going for Lumi. But you're in the way. And tries to bite you. A 15 doesn't
Doesn't
hit. As
hit.
you raise your shield and thunk.
I'm gonna pick up the shield.
Agayon Karkin says, My, these illusions. It disappears as soon as we have struck. 5, 10, 15, 20. Yeah. So he basically gets to here and looking at the white shadow says, Aha! That foe is lit up like a Yuletide celebration. I shall skewer him like a seasonal pig. And throws a javelin.
Yeet!
Wow.
That is a clean fucking hit on the white shadow.
Some clean fucking damage.
Yeah, it's the hedgehow's turn. Oop, what's that? The hedgerow gets a turn. Oh, so sorry. So everyone adjacent to that hedge right now, and Tento, this is gonna be a disadvantage for you because you snuggled right up into it. Give me a dex save.
Yeah, okay. Adjacent. Now, I see this, right? Does this count for danger
Yeah,
sense?
I would say. Yeah, I think you're looking in the direction probably of the white shadow by now. You see the little like thorns on the roses start to like grow exponentially.
Okay,
I
so
give you
advantage. Let's see.
Oh.
Oh!
Oh.
Solid
Okay,
advantage.
so
Solid.
here's how this is gonna work. Those of you who passed may choose to freely be in a space that is adjacent to you, but not. Okay, so like the DC was a 13. So Tyr has passed, Tento has passed, David and Lonnie have failed. The people who passed can choose to not be where you are anymore. You can choose to be like 5 feet in a different place that isn't within this border of these expanding, stabbing spikes. This does damage at the beginning of turns and when you first enter it, so it's going to start hurting people who failed on the start of their next turn. So yeah, and Tento, where you want to move? Or do you want to stay here and get pricked?
Definitely don't want to stay there and get pricked. I guess I'll just be in the middle here.
Lonnie, you see you have a bit of a dilemma. Lumi, beneath you, is fading a bit, but is still hanging in there. Well, actually, let me... Yeah, hanging in there, remain corporeal. However, the spikes are threatening to stab her. You will take, at the beginning of your turn, 1d4 damage. However, if you choose to shield Lumi and stop her from auto-failing 2 death saves, you will take 2d4 damage. Will
I
you
will
body block?
Take it. I
You
will
get-
take it.
You're gonna body block for the Pupperino. Oh, whoops! Just kidding. I did not roll 3d4s. It was just the first
Oh,
two.
Jesus.
4, 5, 6, 7. So yeah, you take 7
Oh,
piercing
no.
damage to start off your turn.
Oh, that's fine. That's fine. Okay.
Everything's fine.
I will cast Cure Wounds on Lumi though. Where the frick did Cure Wounds go?
Oh.
Oh gosh, how much is Cure Wounds? It is 1d. Nope, that's 1d8. Okay, yeah, no, level 1's fine. Yes!
Nice.
Full HP to Lumi.
Amazing. Lumi's back up at full.
Perfect roll.
Gonna use half my movement to mount and.
Mhm.
Oh gosh, this is not looking too good. I already used my action. Move here and shout out in Kehoe this time to repeating the same question. What needs to be done? To know one of them in particular. Just shouting for any of them to
Just
see if they
saying,
reply.
the last time you asked this question, you got shot by a beam of light.
Wait, so who are you asking this question to?
I'm just shouting it, seeing if any of them will respond.
What are you shouting? Again, sorry.
I'm shouting what needs to be done in Kehoe this time.
No one is answering.
Okay.
Uh,
Alright. And that's it. That's really all I can do.
Alright, now this is about to be a very important d6 roll. Okay, it does not recharge its beam attack. That would have been a real situation for you guys. It's gonna come up to Garyon and give him a bite and fail to.
Wow.
And that one.
Something moves unseen in darkness. Tento, it's your turn.
That's not scary at all. I'm gonna shoot at the white shadow.
Yeah, you pop a shot, like, you know, between Marlos's knees. You hit, give me that damage.
Okay. Do I get sneak attack
Are
off
you-
that too?
Are you saying I'm 5 feet wide?
Yes.
Are you calling my shelf that?
Yes.
With your giant warhammer, I'm sure you actually can become 5 feet wide.
Yeah,
Do
probably.
I get a sneak attack damage off that or no?
Yeah, you have friendlies within 5 feet.
Yeah.
I must.
Huh,
I am.
5 damage.
So that's Tento's turn, Toe.
I'm gonna move. Yeah.
Alright, which is again going to be 10, 20 feet to get there across the difficult terrain.
Okay, that's fine. I have 25 feet of movement. Yeah. I'll hit that corner there. And I'll stealth.
Alright, roll me that sneak.
Stealth? Let's do this!
Yeah.
Oh,
Okay.
damn. Alright.
Alright, so Tento, that was your turn.
Yes, it was.
Moranlos, it is presently your turn. At the beginning of your turn, you take a d4 piercing damage. You are raging. It is halved. I'll round down. You'll take 1.
Solid.
Hey, it's actually beneficial if you stay around the bushes. You'll always be enraged. You don't need to be hit.
I mean, as long as I attack each turn, which I
Oh yeah, that's
intend.
right. You can
You
also
get into a
attack.
flanking position.
Advantage is clicked.
That hits. Give me that damage.
Thank God for advantage.
10. Alright, yeah, again. A holy blow lands upon it. Goes. If that's your turn, it's Kabancho Akechi's turn.
I'm just gonna relocate back.
Stepping back
No,
into
don't.
this area will expose you to another d4 piercing.
Yeah, I don't want to get ops. But I would like to move. Is this a spot I can?
Yeah, you
stay?
can have it there, next to the hole with the void.
No, I'll just stay for the advantage. I was thinking if it relocates, I want to be closer to where it relocates to, but we'll just stay there.
Well, at the moment, if you stand there,
Here.
if it tries to go anywhere, basically, it gets an off, so
You
it's stuck
see
there.
a milky black shadow appear between the
Isn't it?
blades here.
Wait.
Poncho's turn?
Wait, that
Oh,
was,
wait. Oh wait,
not
okay.
my turn.
No,
He's-
skip Poncho's turn. No.
Nah, it's fine. It's fine.
No,
He
skip
doesn't need a turn.
Poncho's Come on, Poncho, get that turn.
Can I move like this and get behind this wolf?
And take a d4 piercing damage when you step into the bristling thorns. Yes.
Yeah, sure.
You get poked for 1.
Look at that!
Ah.
Look at that overshield.
You're
Am I the
fine.
only one that took like near max damage from them?
Yes.
Yeah, pretty much. And take out the rogue blade and slash down.
All right, you're flanking. So.
Oh, right flank.
Yeah. Hit.
Hey.
Get damage.
8.
Piercing. It howls in pain. And skims to void. As it sneaks into the shadows beneath the blade, the emanating green light coming from it, drowning its essence, bleeding through the floor. Anything else for your turn?
Nope. I'm just gonna turn towards the south and
Mhm.
just, I guess, be ready for whatever comes.
Alright, Tento, you're shooting over there. Tyr, you see behind Tento something emerge from the darkness. And it has a PP higher than the 9 that Tento rolled for sneak, so it's coming up on him. And it is going to... You watch as it rears up and prepares to sink a bite deep into your boy.
Oh, that's not good.
It misses. It is Tyr's turn.
What an annoying ability.
Does it get advantage from sneaking though?
Let me see its sneak. Oh, it does, unless someone has a passive perception higher than 19.
Like I thought. Sorry, I just thought you said like he didn't notice in the first place, so
Yeah.
that's why I even brought it up.
Oh no. Now, Tento, you take 6 damage, but then you roll me a charisma save.
Okay. Ah, shit.
Oh.
I'm sorry, Darren, for bringing that up.
Yeah, Tento, you feel your body begin to shift as you give me a constitution save to keep it together as you feel your haunches just
It's okay, this was meant to be.
Yeah, so yeah, you drop down to all fours, twist and writhe as what is there is no longer Tento, but instead Wolfto.
Oh, full wolf this time.
Indeed, and where? Okay, yeah. So I'll add you in at your old initiative, and indeed. So Tyr, it's your turn. You saw your buddy go Wolfo mode.
It's your turn, Tyr. Change.
Okay.
Please punch the wolf.
Which one? There's 2.
No, the one that's not your friend.
The dirty looking one.
Yes, the one right in front of me, right? It's the really dirty looking one.
I mean, really, only one of them has wolf in their name.
Yeah. I use Black Eagle Striking.
That's true, because you got that reach. Gusurogami dances over Wolfto and strikes at your foe. Hitting them. Give me that damage.
Fair.
You hit
Oh,
it
really?
hard.
Come on. Is this space up above walkable or
Yeah,
not?
yeah, you can.
Oh,
You can
okay.
skim, so you could, if you
Yeah,
want.
alright. Yeah. I guess I'll go over here for some
The flanking?
advantage. Yeah. And I'll give it a good old punch.
Oh, that punch gets it.
Right as it's melting down into the darkness, your fist, like a hammer fist strike, just like cracks its fucking neck with a terrible twisting sound, and like pops its skull out of its head a little.
Stay.
Good one.
Yep. That's my turn.
She just hit it down, boy.
Oh my god. Are we backseating the one-liners now? Yeah. So you've taken him down. Something unseen in the darkness maneuvers, and it's Garion's turn. Garion says, "Down, little beast," and swipes his Y-hander twice with advantage both times from Renless's positioning. He don't need that second one though. The first one lops its head clean off, and it sort of like begins to like go supernova. Morenlos and Garyon are now both going to give me dex saves. And you see this coming, so you do get the advantage, Morenlos.
Not bad, not bad.
Dex save?
Yeah. So, you guys take half, because you passed. So you both take
Death
2
first.
radiant damage as it explodes into a brilliant shattering of light and then fades. And with that, there seem to be no foes left standing for the moment to oppose you. All you do hear a howling to the south and hear many, many footfalls.
Out of curiosity, what would the thorn bush do on its turn?
That was just the initiative that it popped out on. It's just an environmental threat.
Okay.
It remains popped out, but it's not presently a threat to you. I mean, it is if you walked into it willingly. You do, however, notice that Wolftoe is, a wolf.
Bark, bark.
I'm sorry, Darren.
Can I examine the corpse?
Yeah, give
Am
me
I the only
survival
one
or
that-
nature.
Prefers Tento the way he is.
Oh, well.
I mean, Pat definitely feeling it, vibing. Okay, Tier, so you're just trying to, like, CSI Miami this dead wolf?
I'm just checking it out. See if there's anything strange.
It looks like other dead animals you've examined because, you had a troubled childhood. Yeah, it's dead. It's an animal. It has... The organs seem to connect in a way that living things are supposed to. You'd think this is probably a real thing. You would roll me a medicine to know more on that regard. Probably. Anyone else who wanted to could roll survival or nature, but I think Lonnie is saying hello to Wolftoe.
Well, I'm seeing if I can figure out anything to help him change back. Although the silence is kind of nice.
Is there silence though, Darren?
Sorry, what?
Is there silence? Now
Silence where?
While you're a wolf?
Oh wait, I can understand you. I have speak with animals on right now. Never mind, you need you back.
Oh, is there silence? Yeah, he's just like, ugh. Just.
Yeah. David, I will say you do get advantage on that roll because of the dangers to go alone earlier. You get a certain insight.
I'll take it.
These seem the shadowed reflections of something else made flesh to a great will.
Also, there was a dangers to go alone.
For Wolftoe. Wolftoe, you see, oh wow, cool blood to lap up. Delicious.
Cool
Sure.
blood to lap up? Oh, does it look good to me?
Yeah.
Sure, why
Zesty.
not?
Salty.
Do it, you nasty wolf.
His intelligence is very high at the moment.
Is there anything I can do to try to figure out how I could possibly change him back?
Well, you could roll me a nature with disadvantage.
Not bad.
Maybe if he succeeds in the trial, or maybe if he fails in the trial, or maybe if something happens in the trial, he will go back to normal.
Awesome.
Whatever that really means, man. Brother, did this torch? Darren? Did you like ever put out that torch?
Yeah, I did.
Excellent. But yeah, so you guys do hear a rustling and a rushing to someplace to your south.
Well, if we're able to, I'd like to rest a little bit before we continue further.
Well, let me put it this way. It doesn't sound like they're going to wait around and let that happen.
Okay, so they are approaching and coming closer. Cool.
A bone for Wolfie. Yeah, Wolfjo, as you go ahead, you find a bone in these in these rocks. Good bone.
I got a bone.
I
Just
call
stay left of these bushes because there's a little more room there for us to move around. And Lonnie, can you fix yourself so you're not looking so ragged?
I pick up the bone. Ask
I mean, I
Kabacha
can
to
just
fetch.
stay further away. But in wolf speak, I guess, she calls for Tento to come back and stay with the group.
Tento's trying to play fetch here. He's offering a bone to Kabancho.
Come here, boy. Come here. All right. I throw it towards Tyr. I'm like, go get it.
I'm gonna make a joke about his brain.
Does that count as an attack?
average?
It counts as a projectile. Yes. Do you want to catch the projectile and toss it?
Yes.
It's a monkey in the middle with
Where do you toss
bones.
it? Where do you toss it?
I toss it to Marinlos.
All right, Morenlos, you got a bone incoming. You catch it?
Oh yeah, definitely.
Give me that dex save. You see it coming. Advantage.
We're in a trial of
Death-
life and death.
Dexter
Ancient for
athletics.
magical force, so we don't know what's going
I'll
on.
give you athletics. You can use your strength to snap your hand up and.
It didn't matter.
Yeah, it
Oh,
it sort of like hits the bush near you. Wolfto catches up and grabs it.
Dang, I really wanted to eat that.
I say you suck.
You mean you bark?
Yeah, bark you suck. Only Lonnie understands. Just bark.
Stupid dog.
Lonnie reluctantly casts Cure Wounds on herself.
Ooh.
We'll
All right,
ask
so
Garyon to pet him.
You pop
Bark
up.
at Garyon.
Garyon's like, oh my, spirited. He gives you a little ruffle behind the ear and says, "Don't you worry, my happy friend. I'm sure we'll find a cure for your adorable condition." But
Tento
yeah,
throws
so
up.
where do you guys go? He's like, yeah.
I want to go around the bush, giving it a good berth.
As you stand here, you feel a beckoning as you hear many howls coming from the far side of these brambles down a winding path. Wolfto,
Oof.
you also feel beckoned. Wolfto, you make a wisdom save.
I was gonna say, Wolfto is gonna have some issues soon.
Oh yeah, you feel drawn, but you resist.
So we don't have to put you on a leash yet. Got it.
No.
I mean, you do have a nice whip that could be a leash.
That is true.
I also have a leash.
Oh god, your leash is a lot more lethal.
I think a whip can be pretty lethal too. Oh, sorry, whip can be pretty lethal too.
Yeah, but it's not a metal chain.
Yeah.
Yeah.
With the sickle
The
on the
sickle
end.
on
Yeah,
the-
with the blade on the end of it.
It is also 10:40. Are we taking a break today?
Oh shit! Yeah, sorry, I ran over break time. Yes, 10-minute break, starting now. Yay! I'm scrambling to get the thingy thing and throw it up.
I'm sorry, Darren. I just heard that like you didn't see it coming, so I thought it was gonna be a sneak attack.
Yeah, that's fine.
It's okay. It was meant to be. Plus, you know, this is more fun when Darren's not a talking human or talking halfling. Plus, he got a bone out of this. It's a win-win.
Yeah, I think Wolf Toe is a lot happier. Like has a better quality of life than Tento.
Oh shit!
Not until he comes back to being a Tento, he's just like, why?
Yeah, does Tento remember everything that happens when he's a wolf?
That's a good question.
Yeah,
I
mean,
assume
you
it-
remember the last time.
Yeah, I remember it last time.
But yeah, we are going for the 10-minute break. Back at 10:51. Come on. Load. Everything's been a little slow today.
Oops.
Although, if you, Casey, if you present, I probably want to put it on my screen just because, like, it won't appear in your camera. Like, you see the cams? I can drag the cams over to my screen though. Like, you see what it looks like on the Twitch? You're muted right now, by the way.
Yeah, I thought it would just replace my camera. Okay.
There's ways to do camera intercepts. Also, you can probably, for future, give me the image, and then I will use it. But yes, oh god damn it, it's 10-minute break, whatever. Let's see the time. I'm gonna be right back.
We'll figure out for next time.
I'm a werewolf again. No, I'm just a wolf.
I'm here, by the way.
It's okay.
Hello?
Now one's back.
Okay, sorry. Earbuds are being weird.
Hmm.
Does it, Jor? They might have adjusted channel point. I think I can control channel point accrual rate somehow. I'm not 100% sure on how. I just think it is something that I can do. Could look into that.
Everyone back?
I believe so. Except for maybe Shen?
I'm back.
Okay,
David, you back?
cool. Yeah,
Yeah, he's
David's
back.
back.
I'm assuming you guys were just talking about this, but there's a danger to go alone for Lonnie.
Ooh. Lonnie, it's dangerous to go alone. Take this.
Look at this.
Yeah, you see you see amongst the like rock piles that are sort of grassed over, a particularly menacing jaw of an ass. Like a jackass.
Yeah, I figured.
Tender, why are you doing? What are you doing over there?
I was gonna say,
Why?
it's like, is that me? Is that my jaw?
How? Why is this so menacing?
This fell charm would seem to attune to one who rose aloft and exclaimed, "Fall."
Huh. I'm not sure how I feel about having so many items so many like these weird magic items. 'Cause I still need to investigate those panpipes at some point.
That you do.
Alright, what we doing? We just waiting here for them to come to us, or are we gonna head south?
I actually didn't tweak it, Jor. What indeed? You hear that there was a gathering to the south, and Kabancho and Wolftoe feel a calling in their bones to go there. It feels as if though it is a right time for confrontation.
My instincts are telling me to go south, but my instincts is also compromised at the moment.
Wolftoe's going south.
Oh, I guess we're babysitting that wolf, so let's go.
Well, aren't we always babysitting him anyways?
Also, I'm assuming we're not in a cave system, or more or less out in a forest with really dense and
Yeah, you're in a
void.
forest, and there is the blackness of the void. But you're not in a cave system by any stretch,
Okay.
no.
So I can't crawl up on the ceiling or anything like
You
that.
can't get on. There is no ceiling. You could go at least 5 feet up on the hedgerows. You could go
Okay.
further where you see a tree hanging over. So, Wolftoe, as you advance, you find that these brambles are hard to advance through. You need to treat them as difficult terrain, or else risk taking piercing damage.
Do my passives work in wolf form?
You're what now?
Does my timber walk work in my wolf form?
Oh, yes, it does. So everyone else has that problem, but you don't.
Well, time to start the slow trek through it.
Indeed. There's a howling up ahead, and you feel as if though there's a gathering that you were meant to attend.
I grab Lonnie's shoulder and say, maybe you shouldn't be in the very front.
Wolftoe
maybe-
barks in agreement.
Maybe Peppers there shouldn't be in the front either.
No, he should.
Wolftoe likes to point out that he has not gone down.
Garion's
Only
like,
once.
"Let me lead the way, my doggy companion."
Wolftoe agrees with this.
He's up here with Kabancho. Renlos, you want me to move your token? Sure, okay.
Garyon, don't forget, no
Sorry,
matter what
laptop
happens here,
difficulties.
We need you to survive for the negotiation to happen.
Of course. I shall not fall. Comes to the corridor and says, there's some sort of clearing here. So you see, there's a 5-foot ledge with some brambles on it that arcs around to create like a ledge overlooking this area.
Which side is the downhill?
The side you are in the lower area as you step into here. This is the higher area where like the light shows the highness elevation. But yeah, so you guys advance, and as Kabancho steps over this line, everyone can show me where you about you would be at your preference. A massive fuck off wolf slams into the ground before you. It
Boss fight?
growls, and you know its name, Todesnacht. The death that comes
there
at
he is.
night. You also hear oh, and hopping over the barriers from the void come this faithful pack of Schittenhund. And you hear to the south, more on the way. Perhaps ones you've already encountered. And he walks up here and sort of like points with his nose, and a circle of shadows appears right here. And Wolftoe, you feel compelled to enter the circle.
Oof.
Roll me a wisdom save.
Oof.
Should I also roll one or no?
Not yet. Not for you yet. Wolftoe, you feel compelled under the gaze of the Todesnacht. You step into the edge. This wolf, Schattenhund, walks down and walks to the south. The southern edge of the circle. The Todesnacht looks over Wolftoe, right at Lonnie, and just sort of like gazes at her for snarling in something only she can understand. Do not interfere.
Oh. Well then.
Can I insight check that?
Do we need to go after this wolf, guys?
He said do not interfere. Only Lonnie understood that. I'm not sure it's anyone else.
Lee, can I insight check that?
Yes, you can insight check that. Yeah, you think he's telling you to not interfere.
Got it. Lonnie.
Two already wounded Schattenhund come up next to their Todesnacht Alpha and snarl at Tyr in particular around the corner.
Wonder why.
Lonnie's gonna ride up in front and just be like, I think this is something that Tento has to do alone.
So, here's a question. Have you attuned to the jaw of the ass?
We didn't have time for a short rest, no.
No, it doesn't require a short rest to attune. You must simply hold it aloft and shout, fall. Do you do that right now?
I don't know what that does still, so I don't think I'm gonna
It's a
test it out
fell
here.
charm. Yeah, okay, so everyone holds up, basically. Garyon draws his blade, but he does not advance any further. He, is like, whoa, whoa, at the foes to either side. Wolftoe. Your opponent snarls at you.
Yes.
Roll me an initiative off of your Wolftoe sheet.
I have a Wolftoe sheet now? I do! Oh, that's not good. Whatever.
But while this is going on, I'm gonna ask Lonnie if you're sure. Are you sure that we can't aid
Where
Pretty sure he has
is
to do this alone.
initiative? Is it under?
There's a little button on the right that looks like a D20. If your sheet looks like.
Oh, I see now.
Lonnie
Damn it!
looks.
I rolled a 9. I
Looks
guess.
Lonnie hesitates before. I'm pretty sure.
Alright. So, the Schattenhund, baits left, and then teleports right next to you. Honey? And attempts to, force you into the brambles. It does not... It does succeed, but it doesn't do the damage, and you don't give a fuck about the brambles due to Timberfoot.
Yeah, as I say, Timberfoot.
It snarls at you, confused and angry. Wolftoe, it is your turn. You feel as if though your battle arena is this circle.
Wait, are his stats different than a normal wolf? Oh.
I say he ain't shit. I go up to next to him, just since I can just move freely. Whoop, whoop, and I'm gonna bite him. Oh, dang it.
Alright, now do anything to gain advantage.
Ooh, can I toss him into the bramble?
Yeah, alright, so you want to try and, like... So he's in this corner. You manage to force him around here, not quite into the bramble.
Mm.
The Schattenhund just sort of goes through your throat, having played with you enough.
Ah,
Hits you for 2 piercing. As your blood flows, you feel something overtaking you. You feel like you could become more powerful, strong enough to win easily. Do you let it take you, or do you resist?
I'll let it take me.
Your body snaps back in a terrible twirling and untwirling of bone and flesh, and you rise, Wolftoe.
Huerto.
It is presently your turn.
I like I have to go between 3 different character sheets. I'm gonna bite it and try to move it into the bramble.
Alright. You give me that damage. Alright. So 6 and then thrown into the bramble, bashed unexpectedly. Its blood is everywhere and it whimpers in submission. There's a single bark from Todesnacht. The circle lifts and this Schattenhund withdraws from you. Its blood freshly sprinkled and sprackled.
Can I try challenging the boss?
Oh my god.
Yeah, so what do you do? How do you gesticulate like a come hither?
Yes.
Have you heard of baby steps?
Alright. So Todesnacht hops down and the camera frame of everyone shudders.
Okay, guys. Hit him.
I don't think you're in a position to whisper this to us, considering it's right in
I
front
would
of you.
hope that you guys know that the big target in front of us is hittable now. But no, I just challenge him. Now what? I did not think this far ahead. Oh, cool.
Alright, he's just gonna roll right up. And he's gonna give you a grounding bite. Give me a strength save.
Now, I'll have to ask, is this magical?
Yes. His attacks are considered magicals.
Gotcha. Strength save. I do that off the werewolf sheep, right?
Mhm.
Oof.
Yeah, so he pins you to the ground and says, "Welcome to the family." you feel something calcify within your soul, and something shoots through your brain, and he whispers, "My gift is mine to command." And you feel the power ebb from you, as you are now again in the shape of Tento.
Well, I'm fine with that.
He's gonna like back up, hop up, and send in another Schattenhund. This one just takes Tento by the collar and drags him out of the way, deposits him near Garyon. This one hops down and barks at Cabancho. Cabancho, make me a charisma save.
Alright.
I'm just gonna tell everyone, hey guys, I'm a halfling again. Jesus.
Yeah, bark.
Referred your dog form.
Alright, so, yeah, so, Cabancho. That is, 17. Congratulations. You, resist the pull, and the Schattenhund looks back quizzically at Todesnacht, and Todesnacht shrugs, and, hops down. And, the Schattenhund back up a bit, and then the circle expands. Oh, Orly grabs the wrong map element, and the grass moves. No, the circle grows and grows and grows, and Tento is pushed out of it a little bit. Lonnie, you feel something pushing Lumi, although Lumi initially resists. Do you step back out of the circle?
Can I try to grab Cabancho on the way out?
You can. Try.
Lumi, fetch!
So you try and have Lumi grab Cabancho and drag him.
Yeah.
Cabancho, you letting yourself be dragged?
Yeah. Let's see what happens.
Alright, you're pulled out of the circle. Todesnacht looks at Lumi, growls, and says, "You would face me, pack to pack." Only, only Lonnie understands this.
Okay.
Okay, by only Lonnie, is this in animal speak or is this in Kehoe?
This is animal speak.
Okay. I guess that was directed towards Lumi, so.
Mm-hmm. Well, I mean, Lumi's just what do we do?
I kind of look at the others and kind of gauge at what's going on and what they're feeling about this.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, we don't know what he said. We don't know what he said.
Yeah, it's just if you guys are 10 step for a fight or anyways, or just more on guard and not looking for a fight.
I mean, we're gonna have to fight.
I pat Lonnie on the head and say, "Thanks for trying," and I step forward.
Okay.
Oh, okay. So you step forward. Todesnacht does not take his eyes off Lumi though. Lumi awaits. Todesnacht is awaiting a response.
Alright, I asked them, are we just going to let Kiki do this on his own, or should we help?
Oh, Tento, do you step forward?
I step forward too. It's kind of square up.
Todesnacht says, "As you will," dismisses this circle, and growls. His entire pack growls with him, and then howls. As everyone is about to roll me some fucking initiative.
I guess that's the answer. Okay.
What the? Oh, because I'm wolf now. Whoops.
We swinging
Oh,
now,
wow.
gang.
Wow! All them wolves.
Oh. Oh, that's personal. Actually, no, that makes sense. Great.
Fuck, why is it not that? Take the token.
Alright, who didn't get a single digit initiative?
I got a 10.
Alright.
I got a 5.
Oh, just barely?
So, here's what's gonna happen. This Schattenhund, you see it's wounded from earlier, dodges around the corner. It's not afraid of you. It's so not afraid of you, it teleports into the middle of all of you as its action.
Oh, very
This
tactical.
one moves up to here, hops down. I'm actually gonna roll Garyon's fucking initiative for once.
16. Wow.
And hops down and gives Garyon a nice bite, advantage, hitting, dealing 5 piercing to him. This Schattenhund is going to dance to here and go for that first bitty bite on Kibancho. And of course with advantage. Very familiar feeling getting cripped by a wolf here.
Oh, good thing you had that overhealth.
I'm not insta-dead, so you know, that's a plus.
Get horrible flashbacks.
Oh, the wonders of not
So
being level
7.
1.
Yeah, that was a Shadow's turn. It's a White Shadow's turn. It hops down, moves. It's actually gonna. It's going to like go here and fire like over the Todesnox down towards Garyon and Tento as both of them give me a charisma save.
Oh my gosh.
Just like a white hot beam of energy, dealing 14 radiant damage, bears down upon you. Alright, so
Wait,
that's
you said
Charisma?
charisma?
Or
no
dexterity?
dexterity. What the fuck? Yeah, sorry.
Oh, okay.
What's your dex
That's a
mod?
much better roll for me.
Well, what's your dex mod? We're taking the same. We're taking a roll of 7.
Oh, it's 3. Yeah, 3. It's still not enough.
All right. So you take 14 damage, and you're up at
Oh
4.
my
Wait.
gosh.
If it's a saving throw, doesn't he get proficiency with dex?
Yeah, hold on. You're provisioning dex saving throws, aren't you? Like, what is it? What when you look in your saving throw box? What's the total plus?
5.
7 plus 5. That gets
Well.
that gets you to half. Yeah.
Woo!
Good save there. Okay. Cool. That is the White Shadow's act. It's dry on its beam for now. And then the Todesnocht approaches. Comes right up to here. And uses a claw swipe against in a 5 by 20 foot line in front of him. Targeting both Tencho and Kibancho with a single attack.
Jesus.
26 will be
Ah,
hitting
yes,
both
that
of you.
hurts.
And dealing 7 slashing. So Tento is still alive by a bit.
Barely.
It is Garyon's turn. Garyon is gonna fight like a bat out of hell. And
Misspoke.
yeah, he's flailing around. He has advantage on the one in the center though. He brings his blade down and cracks its spine in a single killing blow and says, "This is a real melee now! Let us show them the mettle of Clan Tessin." And yeah, it's a Schattenhoon's turn, and the Schattenhoon's like, "Ooh, well, I gotta get involved in this shit." And they're gonna dash up to here.
I would just like to point out that I did roll a 10 on my initiative. It just didn't get into the tracker.
Are you on the tracker now?
No.
Okay, you have to.
Let's click your token and roll it again.
It's fine. I've already put you on, but yeah, in the future, you can when you have an initiative on the tracker, you can alter it. So like, if it fucks up, you can just roll
Okay, yeah.
and then insert it. I've got it though. So Shadowhood dashed here. It's your turn. I mean Tento, it's your turn.
So, if I want to throw something in that thing's mouth, what would you make me roll?
We call that, depending on what it was, either just a straight up dex check or proxy in a ranged attack. If you
It's
consider
the
that
blue.
proficiency.
It's the blue mercury.
It's very interesting. Give me just a dexterity check.
Yes, sir.
Greetings from the Andrews sisters. I'm Patty. I'm Maxine. And I'm Laverne.
Oh my fucking god.
Hmm. So, it splashes on its fur. It's not good for it, and it takes like 1 point of damage, but it's otherwise fine. That was your action. You have a bonus action movement.
I'm actually sprinting now. Guess I'll move back.
You can bonus action disengage so you don't take an op.
Oh yeah. I'll bonus action disengage. Grab our ops. And I'll just move back. Right here next to Garyon.
Alright, so you bonus action disengage and fall back.
Yeah.
Alright, Tyr, turn.
I cast 35.
Oh, hey.
Where are you targeting that?
You can cast Fairy Fire.
Yeah.
20-foot cube.
On the
I guess I'll just-
Todesnacht and the Shettenhund? So, like, okay, so, like, all the hostiles
wait.
and... Well,
Would it be a 20-foot?
I don't know, I will say...
Would it be 20 foot to each side, or would it be like just the 20-foot cube?
I think it's 20 feet across. I could be wrong.
Yeah, it's 20-foot
Yeah,
cube.
bear in mind, I don't think you have a way to shield your friends from this. So
Yeah, so I'm
assuming-
just doing this. Yeah, that cube
Alright.
right there.
And they get, what, a dex save?
Yes. DC 12? Yeah, okay. Yep.
The fairy fire
Alright.
splashes around the field, lighting it up, but it does not manage to coat your foes.
I tried. That's my
Yeah.
turn. Well,
You could
That
punch
would
him on the
tide turning
roll.
attack, so you could try.
yeah, that's my turn.
Alright, Morenlos, it's your turn. There are some people to bonk this time.
Yes, yes. This I like. Just double checking. This terrain over here is that a wall?
Yeah, but you can stand there. Like this is just like, this is like a 5-foot ledge.
Okay.
But like, this is the base of that ledge, and you can stand here.
Do I get advantage? What I'm asking this question for? I'm just gonna do reckless attack.
Depending on where you're at, you might not need to.
Yeah, don't forget that makes it worse for you too.
Yeah, it just gives them advantage as well, but they still have to beat my 17.
But if you're using Garyon as a flanking, then you already get advantage. You don't get double advantage or anything. What
turn order do we have here? Is Tento gonna die over here?
I moved next, so
It's pretty low.
Yeah. Do I get advantage here?
No,
No.
that's a 90 degree. You need to step at least 5 more feet over. Or there, yeah, okay,
Oh.
you got advantage. Yeah. That's good enough for
Yeah, let's
advantage,
go
but it
there.
won't grant Tento advantage on that target if he chooses to attack.
Point.
If you stand there, both Tento and Garyon will be getting advantage.
Okay, and this is my second rage.
Yeah, it's like the 3.
So I should have one left after this.
Alright, let's attack. Bro,
Swag. Oh, I didn't even advantage it.
Didn't need to.
We
Didn't
could roll to see if he
He
crit,
could
but
crit.
Or you could miss.
oh, it's advantage. You don't take a
Yeah.
roll number ever.
So
Hey,
yeah,
I'm gonna opt to leave it and save my crit for later, you know?
yeah. So you do
God,
17 damage, absolutely crushing this foe, which howls but does not retreat, as you know they are capable of doing. Morenlos, at the end of your turn, Todesnock looks at you, and you feel something kindle within your heart as it activates the hunger within. Could you roll me a wisdom save?
I'm at full HP though.
You're at
No, you're
25
Oh,
of
you're at
28.
25 out of 28.
Oh. I cannot read. Never mind. A wisdom save?
Yes.
Normal, right? Not
Yep. No. Yeah, you would
Get out
hold,
of here.
Morenlos. You have control of yourself. Your shell is steel and impermeable. Your mind as well. So you moved, you attacked, you raged. Anything else? You end your turn there. Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, Lanny, move, turn.
No. I'm just
No.
gonna move over.
Lonnie, turn.
Let me know if I'm allowed to do this. Can I leave Lumi to distract so I can leave without inducing an op, or if I dismount her?
You mean without disengaging?
Mm-hmm.
You dismount into an adjacent square or whatever, right?
Yeah.
I'm gonna say this for now because I don't know whatever the ruling on that is.
Mm-hmm.
What you can do is direct the op at her.
Fine, I'll take the op.
You or Lumi?
I'm taking it. I have a higher AC.
All right. They try and give you the bite.
AC doesn't matter. Okay.
On the money, dealing 2 piercing damage to you. You're at 9.
Okay, that's fine. And I cast Cure Wounds on Santo. Yeah,
Swing
okay.
mutters we're hearing.
That's 13 total.
Woo!
All right. So yeah, you jack your boys up about 13.
And bonus action, cast Shillelagh.
All right, you're ready.
As if I ever use it.
It is.
You did one.
It is a Schattenhund's turn. This Schattenhund is like way the fuck back here. So it's gonna go ahead and up to 40 feet. It's gonna go ahead, right? Run here. That's 40 feet. And then it winks out of existence and pops back up here next to Tyr, Lonnie, and Lumi as it teleports. It is Kibancho's turn.
Well,
You get the feeling that the Todesnacht has resistance against non-silvered, non-magical weapons.
yeah.
But you have a magical weapon.
Yes, I do. Well, first off, I'm going to. Oh, man, I can't decide if I should go defensive or offensive.
You've seen me use quite a bit of, quite a few spells already, just saying.
Yeah. You know, I'm gonna do my instincts. I'm gonna cast Hex on Todesnacht.
You're popping on him.
Alright, let me pop that hex text just for everyone's sake. And
Ability.
I guess strength checks. He has disadvantage on strength checks while he has the hex. And I'm going to attack him.
Swing, bada swing.
I'm going to use a twist of fate. Does a 13 hit?
AC is 15.
Ah.
Oof.
So that was your. You want to reposition? Otherwise, it's your turn.
I can't really reposition walls, so I'm just gonna hold my position.
This Schattenhund is going to use its teleport ability and pop over to here. This Schattenhund is going to, with the advantage from pack tactics, attack Kibancho with advantage.
Right. They don't need to flank.
It bites for a meaty 7. And Kibancho, as you take that bite, you roll me a charisma save.
Alright.
Okay. You're fading. Your haunches twisting. Your exoskeleton feeling fuzzy. But the blade has a singularity of purpose. The blade wants to know where Akechi really is right now. So, you got two options here. You either fail that save like you did, or you rely upon, you give in to the blade, and you allow it to guide you.
Which is the lesser of two evils.
Akechi's got us into trouble, but he's done me well. I'm going to stay with Akechi.
Alright, you gain advantage on your next attack with the katana. It is the White Shadow's turn. The White Shadow is gonna hop down, move 35 feet, pack tactics for advantage on a bite. He is going to hit Morenlos, dealing only 4 through his rage. And it is Todesnacht's turn. And Todesnacht looks at Morenlos and growls, angry at the Torto's defiance, and launches a grounding bite at him.
I ground back.
You just Alright, well, the boss just totally whiffed fucking trying to ground you. So it's Garyon Karkin's turn. And Garyon is like, "We cannot falter. There are too many foes. Defend the small ones." And he's gonna step over here and swing his Zweihander to the south, sending this Schattenhund's forelegs arcing off in a parabolic arc. And then crashing to the one right in front of him, missing horribly, hitting the hedge. It's a Schattenhund's turn, and the Schattenhund is going to bite him. That's a hit for 5 piercing. Garyon is looking very bloodied. It is Tento's turn. Tento turn. What's the play, boy?
Sorry.
What's the play?
Sento's gonna shoot at this chat soon.
Alright, pop me your shot,
One
sir.
across the area. How can I get there earlier?
Holy shit, pop me that skull-splitting light crossbow crit. Oh, yeah.
Please stop getting
You
all
plant
these
it clean between its eyes, and the crossbow bolt comes out the far side, splattering gray matter in the
Wait, just
process.
roll sneak attack anyways?
Overkill.
There you go. That was also mad. Oh no! Wow, 6 and 1. Oh, well, that's why it's blue.
Yeah, blue is when you've got both a max and a mineral. The same
So
lot.
doing an
That's funny.
over 20 damage, does he get an intimidation?
I mean, look, everyone knows he's a threat right now. But yeah, mostly he does a lot of gore. So Tento, that was your shot. That just
Yeah.
fucking ended an enemy.
I'm gonna move like right here next to Tyr, and I'm gonna try to hide. See, gonna try to hide behind this hedge here.
Little bush, little hedge. Yeah. Give me that.
Hedge.
Give me that fucking sneak.
Oof.
Yeah. You feel like the Todesnack still sees you, but some of his underlings might not. That's your turn. It is Tyr's turn.
On a sidestep. And swing Black Eagle striking.
So you flank with Geryon and strike your foe hard and fast, delivering 7 damage. It's still up.
Yeah, I'll just punch it.
I was
He's
like,
gonna
which
punch you in the
punch do
face.
you do?
Yeah.
Do I use my right hand or my left hand?
Oh, it's up at 1. It's up at 1
Oh.
as it uses its reaction to skim to void and slink into darkness.
It was less of left hand or right hand, but how many punches? I think.
Now, Tyr, you feel as if though you've gained a certain insight from your training and your swinging. You think if you were to spend a key point, you could perform Black Eagle Soaring.
Is there a
But, you
range
know,
on that thing?
You haven't really, yes, there is. You've never really done it before, so like, you'd like a larger target to be certain of success, you know?
Just
I get what you mean.
Yeah,
Oh,
but
wait,
you don't
no,
you don't
you
have
can
you
use
don't
that.
have the action to perform it right now, but
Yeah.
you get that
was
feeling, you have that
5
insight.
feet of movement. So we'll move here.
Do we notice anything when they melt into darkness? Like that would let us kind of estimate which direction they go to?
No, it just sort of it seems straight down. And
What
then,
is in my turn over here?
alright. It's Morenlos' turn.
Actually,
Morenlos,
I'm gonna move one more up. Here we go.
you are up against some fools. What's your turn? What's your play?
You know what? We're gonna.
Don't be good.
We're just gonna whack a dude, I think. Gonna go whack a Mullen. I'm gonna hip hop around this bro though.
Oh, Jur gave something to
Get up on this side of him.
Alright,
And
yeah.
give him a fight.
Wait, so on. So you want to go through the brambles. You can either deliberately treat them as difficult terrain or risk being damaged by them. Which do you prefer?
What would the rough terrain?
It would just make
Do
it cost 10 feet to get in, so that move would cost 15 feet in total.
Okay, yeah, that's fine. That doesn't
Yeah.
bother me. I'm not gonna be moving after this, I don't think so. Can I continue thwacking?
Yep. So the 17 will hit.
Ooh.
Your Divine Fury, that damage is radiant, right?
It will say. Yeah, necrotic or radiant. I choose the type.
Nice. I'll extend that to your rage. But your your regular stuff, the 5 is a 3. They're resisting. But that green light, bam, you do the full 9. Alright, so that was your turn?
I'm confused. What happened?
It resisted the mundane damage of your hammer, but your rage and radiant damage punched through.
Okay, and how, or do we know how he's resisting? Did I miss that?
It's pretty common for
he wasn't
werewolves
there
and
for
similar
the
creatures.
He's a werewolf. Werewolves take.
Well, he's
Actually,
not a werewolf. He's something else. But yeah, just some creatures resist non-magical weapons.
The short version, since
okay.
you weren't here for this, and we probably would have told you, this is probably the source of the lycanthropy curse that's on Tento and Kabancho. And the werewolf that we fought is resists everything but silver weapons and magical weapons, if I recall correctly.
Okay.
Yeah.
Noted.
All right,
And that
so-
is that this buff that's on him? Is that little marker?
No, that's just something that's always true about him. That is Kabancho's hex. But yeah, is that your turn? So I can move to Lonnie?
Yeah.
All right, Lonnie, pop it.
So I'm going to use the last spores to cast temp HP on Garyon.
Okay, 2
That-
temp HP goes to Garyon. The spores fly around him. He's like, I feel heartened to battle.
And then I'm going to bonus action cast Healing Word on Kabancho.
Taught me that heal.
Because they're not two separate spells. Yeah.
That's 5. Yeah. So I push up to 11. And thank you, Kashichi. You get to name a generic NPC if you want to name a Schattenhund. So Lonnie, you pop that heal. Anything else? Moving. Action,
I'm
bonus
going
action, go
to-
move. Okay, there.
Move here
Alright.
to try to give Kabancho advantage.
Something moves within the darkness. Kabancho, it's your turn.
I'm
You have
sorry,
advantage
but
on
I
the
already
sixth attack.
have advantage because of Akeshi's blessing.
Good to know.
I'm sorry.
It's all good.
Um,
Give us this swing swang.
I do remember the white hole exploding, so I'm gonna sidestep a little bit
Mm-hmm.
and swing at actually, yeah, I'm gonna swing at the big bad.
Alright, pop me that attack. That's a hit. Give me that damage. You cut him hard.
And I also have the 1d6 necrotic from
The hex.
Heck.
X. It's a 5.
Yeah.
12.
Yeah, you two are
Look at
working.
you
are
rolling
working.
well
You
now.
and Renlos are taking
Yeah.
off like a third of his HP. He's starting to look. He's starting to look like he's been tussled a bit. It's a Schattenhund's turn. The Schattenhund is going to go for a bite on Kabancho. He misses.
Does not hit.
Oh, hold on. That was
Yay.
actually,
Tactic?
yeah, pack tack. That's
Then I'm gonna
advantage.
use my last thing of Twist of Fate.
Oh, let's see. You need to get not a 1. Excellent. You get not a 1.
Yeah,
Not
there
a
you go.
one.
Not a one.
Thanks for the vote of
Oh, you
confidence.
need
That hit, that bite that comes up right for the same scar that wolf fatefully put you down on, just misses by a hair where it shouldn't have. And Schattenhund, that's their attack. The white shadow, we're gonna roll a d6. Do they recharge? No, they don't. They're just gonna turn around and try and bite Renlos. They bite. They miss.
And
They
they
try.
bite.
It's Todesnacht's turn. Todesnacht still considers Renlos the greatest threat and goes for a grounding bite on him. Misses.
That's a fair assessment.
Well, you see, I might still have my level 2 spell left, and if no one else needs healing.
Alright, yeah, so that misses. It growls. It is Hergarion Karkin's turn. Hergarion sees his buddy Kabancho being threatened and moves up for the flank. Gives his Y-hander double strike rake. A hit for 10. A hit for 11. That is 21. It had 22 HP as it uses its reaction to skim to void. And
Jesus.
Bloop. Garyon, confused, steps forward. It is Tento's turn.
When that thing explodes, is it just 4 damage around it, or?
It was, I believe 2d6 within 5 feet.
Everything
it's
within
not
5 feet?
Oh,
You didn't see any way the explosion would have discriminated, but you're not exactly versed in wolf explosions.
Yeah, that's a good point.
It didn't seem to discriminate. It just seemed to be a full explosion in every direction.
it just also
Do I-
had nothing to
do-
discriminate against.
It doesn't
Do
look
I-
weak.
Do I know if it sees me?
It doesn't see you. It's focused on Renless.
Okay, I'm gonna shoot the white wolf.
On that shot. If it hits, you'll get sneak from Renless being 5 feet.
Oh, hey.
That's a fucking hit. Give me that damage. Boom, a meaty 9.
Darn with
Sneak
his
attack!
goggles right
Yes!
now.
Oh,
Holy
and then
shit.
the 11. Yeah, no,
That-
that thing is proper bloodied as it's like, oh, its rear hind leg pierced through with a shaft, even though it's a beam of light. How's that work? Alright, anything else for your turn, Tento? You want to pop back into stealth, anything like that?
Yeah, I'm just gonna move over here and then pop back to stealth.
Alright, Tyr.
Does it roll it right in front of everyone?
It is presently your turn, Tyr.
Alright. Is it an action or a bonus action?
It's, I can check. I think it's an action, but let's look at what it was for her. Yeah, Black Eagle Swords is a bonus action.
Fuck yes.
Wow.
This is the key point.
You move 20 feet in a straight line.
Alright, well,
You could step up to go behind the Merinos to get the extra 5 foot.
I would recommend not going near Merlin's. Just because the white wolf might blow up soon.
It's
Actually,
a
I'm
5
pretty-
foot.
Alright,
It's a
true.
5 foot explosion.
you cast
so-
Black Eagle Striking, wrap it around Todesnock's neck, and then you just yeet up and over. Now comes the time as you, so yeah, 20 feet. So you wind up like, do you want to wind up like here or here?
Ooh.
Choices.
You drag it next to you, so you'd move where it was if you wanted to get here. Oh,
Okay.
you want
I'll be here.
there? Okay. You drag it. Well, actually, well, you might not drag it. Give me your best acrobatics.
Don't drag it. Damn.
Oh shit! Oh shit! You know what? You meet in the middle. You manage to grapple it, but you don't manage to pull it as you're stuck there. Just like you've got it's the big neck. You're using all the chain then from just to like bind its neck. That was a bonus action though.
And then, can I still hit it with the
Yes, you can. You have advantage from flanking and the fact that it's restrained.
Okay.
That's a fucking hit.
Thank goodness for advantage.
Now, technically speaking, though, that's not a magical weapon. And this isn't Fey, so you do 3 damage. But you do hurt it, and you're holding it down. Morenlos, it's your turn.
What you could do, you could step
Sorry,
back and
muted.
throw a javelin at the white shadow.
It's why though?
Because
Not
when
magic
it
damage, but still.
is that radiant explosion magic damage?
The radiant is, but that's just like the bonus damage. It's not even like the main damage. I guess I would still get that, but I could still just whack it too.
Yeah.
Oh, the radiant doesn't hit me though.
He's talking about popping the light pinata to your north, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, but why do I need it? I don't understand why he's telling me to throw a javelin at it.
Because if you step back, you won't get hit by the explosion.
You get hit by an op though.
Yeah.
That's true.
Oh, does it blow
Actually-
up when it dies?
Yeah.
The light ones do. The last one exploded on you.
Yeah.
Oh,
Because I feel like he
don't
might
recall that.
take more damage from the explosion than the op because of rage.
I think I'm just gonna leave that one for y'all. I don't. How much damage have we done to it? Do we know? Like,
It
done about half.
You did like
Kabancho.
20 damage. Spencer did like 20
Yeah,
damage
so
to
he's
the
still
white
gonna.
one.
I think I might just hit the big dude and let Kabancho's magic damage hit it.
Alright, let's see that swing. Advantage from all the flanking and the fact that it's restrained.
Oops. Forgot.
that's much
a
better
hit.
roll.
Give me that damage.
Also, because I know everyone is counting on my Twist of Fate, I don't have any more uses of it. Just putting that.
Yeah, everyone being you.
Yeah.
You have to use it every time you roll.
Take 11
Look,
damage.
we don't count on you getting high enough rolls for that.
Yeah, so this thing is well past the line of bloodied now after Merlin's just pounds. You were hitting this one, right?
The big one, yeah.
The black,
Yeah,
the big one. Yeah.
Yeah, alright. Boom, done. That's your turn, yeah?
Yes, sir.
Lonnie?
Okay, remind me. Grapple doesn't mean disadvantage on range attacks, right?
I think it is. Huh? Disadvantage
Because
on range attacks?
I know. I'm pretty sure prone has the disadvantage of range attack. I don't remember if it extends to grapple.
You mean attacking it will have an advantage?
Even with ranged?
Yes.
Ooh, okay. Thinking everything on this.
Oh shit, that's a hit as you whir down another guiding bolt. Last time you guys saw this, she actually gutted Gaff. Let's see the damage this time.
I didn't gut him. I knocked him unconscious.
Let's see that damage. Alright, 15. Yeah, it's... Oh, shit. It comes down and smacks into him, and Guiding Bolt, like, people get advantage and shit from hitting him, right?
Yep.
Yeah, it's only the next attack, though.
Which
Macho.
Yeah, why did Lanny wind up going before Caban... Whatever, the initiative tracker's fucked.
Oh.
Fix it.
Oh yeah,
Oh.
that's
Oh.
weird.
Yeah.
Well, it's
No,
very
no,
convenient for me.
4 is higher than 5, guys.
A
Don't
shit.
You
you
were
know?
gonna get advantage anyway.
A Schattenhund slinks out of the shadows and slides menacingly up behind Lonnie. Kabancho, it's your turn.
Gonna swing attack.
With advantage.
Oh.
Woo!
Oh. Oh.
Oh,
Oh.
let's see.
Oh.
I swear if you get the
Oh.
kill
Double
because you went
one?
after me.
On the money. It had 18 HP. On the money. Kabancho,
You
you
got
feel the blade drive you
wait,
up.
I'm sorry, Lee. I'm
Yes.
sorry. Hold up. 3 more damage.
And
You got it because you went after me by accident. Ah.
you guys, like, absolutely swarm this thing bloodily. Kabancho's blade almost drags him up into its throat, tearing about, and it is just absolutely guttered, destroyed, annihilated. It almost seems to disintegrate into sort of like a goopiness. And then that same goopiness slides, slivers, and moves up top. And from out of it forms a familiar face to Lonnie. It walks up and howls. And its fellow wolves no longer seem to be hostile to you. Do you continue the fight?
Anyway,
Is that for the whole group or is that for me?
That's for everyone. I mean, like, it doesn't seem like, basically, like, they're not going to fight you anymore unless you try and kill them now.
Think
No, I
it's
won't.
time to stop it.
Yeah.
Yeah, you
alright.
see Lonnie sheath her weapons.
The wolves.
Giran's also very low, which, he
Kento,
kind
you
of
realize
can't
there
die.
was a wolf coming up behind you and he walks by. So they all form up on the upper ledge. And the leader walks forward and speaks in a tongue that sounds different to everyone, but you all understand, and says, "I am the death that comes in the night. Welcome to my antechamber. You've proven worthy. Tell me, honored guests, do you seek to undo my benediction?
Yes, I do personally.
Really? You seemed pretty enthusiastic about it.
You know, it's a pretty fun advantage, but I think the advantages outweigh the disadvantages.
You're lucky. There are rules about this, and you have surrendered yourself to me. However, an Ilkiros once saved my tail while it was caught in a bramble bush, and I seek to repay your people in kind. You may go. You feel as if though something in your brain is just shattered utterly. Roll me an int save.
How smart is Tinto? Tinto's okay.
His actions say otherwise.
Oh wow!
Oh, wow.
You managed to ride it out and even gain a certain insight from the event as you feel the curse unwriting itself from your brain. You see a little purple mist come up its nostrils as it sniffs, and then it turns to Kabancho and says, "And you, both of you." It just looks right at Kabancho as it says, "Both of you." You have proven yourselves. My blessing is there if you'd like it, but you are not compelled.
Is it passable? Is it possible to pass this blessing on to someone else?
His blessings slide through.
Yours is a group which tests the bounds of hospitality, particularly with your camping, keeping me waiting, little meddlesome owl. But perhaps, who would receive such a gift in your stead?
I put my hand on to your shoulder and saying, "Are you sure about this, my friend?"
I was just here for the fight.
You didn't read the room correctly, man.
If you give it to Lumi, though, does she turn into a person?
Lumi kind of like barks at this idea, and Todesnock laughs and says, Maybe something else. It's always a little iffy, but, you know, I myself never much liked to walk on two legs. It was never natural to me. I could bless your wolf, but something tells me she's more protective of the ways of her pack. Lumi does not seem chuffed about the idea of becoming a werewolf.
What's the
It's just
disadvantage of
morbidity.
this? Is there like a,
You might lose control.
There are compelled transformations, and early on it will be hard to retain control. Additionally, it will make you vulnerable to certain things.
Like a silva.
Yeah, like a silvered weapon, like, you won't always gain the resistances of your transformation mode, but you will always be vulnerable to silver.
But who carries silvered weapons?
People who aren't
People who are-
werewolves.
I'm about to buy a silver weapon.
Yeah. But
Kai, out of character, if you want it, I would pass it. But if you don't, I won't force it.
There's the only advantage would be the resistance, but that would be meaningless if we fight magic casters.
you also wouldn't be able to like wield a weapon while transformed.
Amongst
Although that's not a problem for him.
Yeah, but he can't wield Black Eagle striking or yell Black
That's
Eagle
true.
striking.
You also
Yeah.
won't be wielding your fist, you'll be wielding paws, which is slightly
Yeah, which
different.
is
I also
Like-
can't use key points, right?
Dude, a key point using werewolf? That'd be dope.
that could be
Werewolf
complicated.
monk.
That could be complicated.
Also, like, you might become faster if you're a werewolf, but except you're already fast.
He's
And I don't think you'll
faster.
become faster. Tento probably
You
would. I
need
feel
to
like.
relearn what you have learned.
Mm. Yeah.
Alright, yeah, so you pass it on, and with a howl, you feel as if though the marching of the Schattenhund is as if though to show you the door. And Todish Nox sort of bows a little and says, Then by all means, pass through the same gate you came in by. To your west, if such things exist here, you will find a passage to take you elsewhere, and do let Huelut know that I find he intrudes too far on my hospitality, and I much hunger for foul meat.
So wait, did Tyr accept it or reject it?
They rejected it.
Reject.
Reject.
Can I ask, instead of accepting your blessing, can we ask for a favor?
Ooh.
Oh!
Now you truly find the borders of hospitality, but I will entertain it because I find both of you fascinating.
I mean, I just wish to have a relationship, so we may
Oh,
help
you
each other in
asking
the
out?
future.
No, you're not asking him out.
A help beyond the grave. He sort of leans in and says, I'm interested, but you have to know, mine is not a burden easily borne, and I expect favors for favors, and I do not easily trust those who do not bear my mark. Tell me, what sign can you give me that this relationship will be worthwhile?
I unfortunately have already given my life to another, but if my word is not enough, I
You know what? Fuck.
actually don't know.
If you want someone marked that you can trust, mark it.
What?
And I just hold out my arm.
Fascinating. He hops down, walks around, sniffs your arm, smells your blood, and says, "Ooh, I smell the wax of the Bifang in your blood. No, too rich for my taste. Your fabled ancestor would not be happy. But if you," and he's looking right at Tyr now, "give me your word, sealed in wax, then how could I say no?"
That's
Fine.
creepy.
I pull out some wax.
All right. Yeah,
You
there's
have
some
wax on
very
you?
interesting blue wax involved here. Tyr prepares a seal, and a little calligraphy later, one oath obtained, and the wolf, accepts it on his forehead and says, well then, quite the relationship we have indeed. Hops up and says, "Do give my regards at court. Although I can't say I've ever been inside, I've often admired the glimmering of the keep on a windless, still, new moon night. How even on its own, the light dances on the lake." Well then, turns around and says, "I have other guests to attend to, but please, come by again
Before he
soon."
goes, I want to ask, how can we contact you, and how would you contact us?
Simple. He points at Tyr and says, "Just, write me a letter and burn it, and I'll come. And don't worry, if I need to find you, you'll already be found." And, with any other pressing business, or do you follow the Schattenhund escorts to the Shadow Gate?
Lonnie and Lumi give a respectful bow before we all leave.
They give you a sup nod. Wolf to wolf, traditional wolf greeting. And yeah, you guys There's like a swirling darkness ahead of you, a pool of shadow. Tyr feels almost comforted by its presence, although the rest of you are like, eh.
Oh.
You ready to hop in?
Yep.
You take a pool full of shadow and you dive in as Pop. Yeah. It's the next morning, and you guys feel very well rested at your campsite.
Wait, like while
It was-
rested again?
Yeah.
It's been a whole day,
I
apparently.
would say gain the benefits of a long rest. As
Oh,
you find that the hospitality of your host knows no bounds, and yeah, you guys are just full up and get on stretches this. Oh, what a strange dream!
Yeah, let's go with Dream.
There was a giant wolf, and I believe an exchange of oaths in a most traditional fashion. And yes, Tyr. He looks over at you and says, "Did you do something with that weapon of yours? Did you soar through the air like I saw you practicing? Is that just me? Am I crazy?"
I might have done something like that, yeah.
Ah, nice. What do you call it? Is it Black Eagle soars or Black Eagle soaring?
Black Eagle soaring.
They shall regale with many a tale of that downright physics-defying feat of movement as we head into the feedback phase.
Them
All
monks,
right.
man.
Anybody gotta go first?
Yeah, let me do mine.
David, hit me.
My little brother wants to play games, so.
I got you.
I really liked the battles in these not like the different battles that we just went through. They're, like, really cool. And the like terrain that's like attacking us as well is pretty cool. And seeing the new enemies that maybe you guys have seen, but I haven't seen anything like them before. So
These wolves are new.
and I enjoy the storyline of like Darren and Shin's transformations here. I'm kind of disappointed that Darren didn't want to keep his, but I agree. My older brother agrees. I've been kind of like keeping him updated on our game as we go through because he used to play a lot. So, what didn't I like? I don't know what I didn't like. Really, I didn't. Like, I enjoyed this whole session. I don't. If I think of something, I'll come back to it. And what I just look forward to the same old stuff. The increase or the new adventures that we're all going to go on in the future. I'm looking forward to seeing how Tyr handles his new abilities as well. That's going to be cool.
Anything else? No. Okay.
No?
Casey.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Good stuff.
In that case, Casey, hit me with it.
All right, I'm gonna hop out. Peace out, guys. See you next week.
Night. Yeah, this session was really fun. Felt like a little mini dungeon, but I'm glad it wasn't nearly as intense as the last one we went through.
I don't know. Those 5 wolves, like, all of them rolled like 20. I got worried. I was like, oh, this could end horribly.
Well, I felt like this time though it wasn't. If anything, like it wouldn't be just like it would just be like bad luck if we lost and stuff like, oh my gosh, maybe we should have rested or stuff. Like we went in fresh. I appreciate all the long rest.
Yeah.
I appreciate not having to like struggle against that. Like it was a nice more laid back fight, but like still intense enough that like it kept us on edge. Yeah, so just enjoyed it overall. I'm glad that you were willing to toggle 3 different types of tentos for multiple sessions.
That was fun.
Might not be the last, so you know. Who knows?
We'll see. We'll see
He
what
might bite you.
happens.
Because you didn't bite him.
He's not a werewolf.
And
Stop him from biting you.
I
That's
can't
true.
really think of anything that just like also appreciate the chance for the fireside chat. But yeah, it was overall very enjoyable. Can't wait to get back into a city though, because I do kind of miss that a little bit.
Like Civilization, or
Yeah, just not having to watch her back constantly.
I don't know. Last time we were in the city, we just got jumped.
That's true.
Actually, every city we've been to, we've gotten jumped.
did you get jumped in? Did you get?
We got jumped on the way to.
Yeah, I don't think you got jumped while you were inside of Safushi.
I don't recall that either.
Yeah, no, you were jumped on your way out of Actigoro, so you were jumped in Bonewater, and the town was jumped in Kawaguri Village, but
Okay.
Safushi actually you haven't been jumped in. You weren't jumped in.
So
yet.
1 out of 4.
Yeah.
But at least we don't have to keep watching, can see a friendly face.
Yeah, not roughing it in the wilderness.
I'm also interested in finding out more about the, because I thought I kind of got both sides of the, well, actually, I mean, I don't really know the Texan side, but, just hearing the thing from Gary on about what, I don't remember her exact name, it starts with an H, the Bone Reader,
Lady Hone?
apparently, she might be sus, so, at least with the whole open to query thing and stuff like that. So, and I'm looking forward to more of this because I thought I knew everything, but I guess I didn't. Oh, also looking forward to more tier stuff. What is this blue wax? What's the significance here?
Yeah.
A Bifang? What's that? But yeah, holy shit! I just realized something. That's really funny. Okay, anything else, Casey?
Nope. It was just fun overall.
Awesome. Darren, hit me with it.
I had a lot of fun with the lycanthrope stuff. Again, like Casey says, switch between two sheets. I was like, oh, hey. Okay, let me just open up this. Let me just open this. It's like, oh, wow. My character is really going through a lot at the moment. That's just a lot of fun. And of course, there's more world building with the Mark of Death and whatever tier has the blue wax. I thought it was just gonna be a nice trip back home. But no, it's got pretty tense. Got a little. I got a little scared when I was like, oh hey, all those wolves rolled like 20s and we rolled like single digits, except me and. No wait, was I the only one that didn't roll a single digit?
No,
Just
Elon
barely.
Oh, okay. Okay. Got scared for a second. I was like, ugh. But yeah, no, it was just a lot of fun. You had like a little, like mini dungeon run too. That was fun. Really, the only thing I didn't like was like some shitty rolls. I say shitty rolls, but I did roll like
3 natural 20s this round.
yeah, 3 natural
You
20.
did some great job on the sneak attack damage too. You killed it.
Yeah.
Also, some of those shitty rolls granted us wolf toe again.
Yeah. But that I don't know. It's just like when most of the boss attack he rolled like a 20 something. I was like, oh, but then I realized he has like +7 to his attack or something like that.
Yep.
Yeah, so I was like, oh, okay, well that makes sense why I didn't like do much against him by myself. I was like, oh, I'll just turn a werewolf and let's see how this turns out. Did not turn out well. did not turn out well, and that's fine. It was a little depressing, but I was like,
Mhm.
I'll live. I was really hoping to throw the mercury stuff in his mouth too, but that didn't work out.
One day, if you do it enough, maybe you'll become proficient in throwing vials of potions.
This is
You've done it a lot,
bias.
actually.
Yeah.
Yeah, mini dungeon run 2.
But-
boss art.
What I was really hoping was for him to just like eat it and then start feeling very, very ill. I was like, yes, but nope, not work out that way. But oh well.
That's a good attempt.
Yeah, I tried. That's it.
Awesome. So, yeah. So that's it. Anything,
Yeah.
Well, you want some more of?
I'm so curious of what's gonna happen now. I'm actually curious of what like. 'Cause I personally want to go back to the Goblin tribe, and I want to hand them the chunk of black steel and see what they can make me from this thing.
Mm-hmm.
We can still go.
I thought that's where we were heading.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
where we are heading.
Yeah, no, just like that's. I want to see what's gonna happen when we go there and like visit the area and see like how they'll react and stuff like that. I just want to play more of this.
With that, Kai, hit me with it.
Really enjoyed the little dungeon, and really thankful you gave us a long rest before we started it.
Oh yeah.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
Would have been fucked without it.
Yeah.
Fights were fun. I got to use Black Eagle striking.
Kai, you need to say that with some pride.
Yes.
Scream it during
And
a
like
fight.
you landed like each one too, right? Did you ever
Yeah.
miss one?
I don't think I missed Black Eagle striking.
Because he's not Cabancho.
Oh, come on,
Shots
Casey.
fired.
Oh,
Shots
I mean,
fired.
oh.
he did roll that nat 20 at the end.
He did though. He did get that fucking kill though.
Yeah.
Yeah, he is good at it now, and he only got it because the initiative orders got screwed up.
Yeah.
I am disappointed about that, but that was out of control for everyone.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I don't know what I messed up to make that happen. I probably dragged some I shouldn't have.
Or just roll 20 was being funky.
Really looking forward to where this little deal is gonna go. How it's gonna pan out.
Anything you were not so hot about? Or was slower?
Nowhere. Probably just. No, I didn't feel there was like any slow, like really slow parts. I think it's just good pace.
Anything else?
I had it, but it went away.
Is it something you wanted to see more of? Or something you liked? Was it about the fights? Was it about the lore?
I like how Tyr is slowly getting, exposed.
Showing more and more of what he is.
Yeah, there's like the mysterious identity is slow. It probably remembers like, what the fuck? What's up with the wax and shit?
So maybe it's Tears and Nutter. That's the final boss fight.
Oh my god.
Tyr, the top henchman.
Yeah.
Tear pulls out a scroll map.
Is there anything else you'd like to see? Or anything else you wanna?
No, that's it for me.
Awesome. Shin.
This was really fun. I really enjoyed the small lycanthropy arc.
Mhm.
I actually wasn't expecting you to let me, get away with all my requests afterwards. When we after the fight,
Mm-hmm.
and I actually didn't think as far as what do I do if he like doesn't trust me with the relationship and like asking for favors.
Mm-hmm.
And I did not have an answer for that because I already, said I'll dedicate my life to Akechi. Kind of awkward to say that to
Mm-hmm.
every single entity I meet that's of their power. So I'm glad Tier stepped in, but if he didn't, I was just gonna let him turn me into a werewolf.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I I really enjoyed how as everyone said, got a long rest, but everyone got a chance to fight at their full resources, and we got to see everyone play their class to its extent, and basically barely survive the fight. Because three of us were very
Yeah.
close to death.
All standing thanks to Casey's healing, but yeah, all close.
Yeah.
Also, there was
Casey's
no more
definitely
healing. There was no more healing if you did not kill him.
Yeah. Um. And because our characters are getting exposed to each other, they're figuring out more synergies, more everyone's capabilities, and I was also surprised that Tento turned down his offer because Tento had more chances to say bark bark pet me,
Mm-hmm.
but maybe he is growing up. Maybe he's becoming more mature and the noble scout that he's supposed to be.
I just want to be a
Right, Darren?
werewolf. Yeah, yeah. It's not just because I didn't want to be a werewolf.
Things I want to see more of. I want to see Tier's interaction with. Actually, do you even catch his name?
His name-
Wolf or?
Told
The
us
wolf,
not.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Or
wrote
more
it down.
fully,
Death?
the death that comes in the night.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that's his name. I thought it was just a title. Okay. Um, but in short, death. If how death, what death is planning for Tier, and hopefully he will come in handy when we do our negotiations and when things will eventually get heated in that negotiation.
Ooh.
Um, I don't really have anything that I didn't like. Um, I enjoyed that I survived the crit from a wolf.
Enjoy
How much
it.
damage does that one do? Like 6?
You're growing
No,
up.
it did a decent amount.
Nice.
I can't remember what it was, but
Truly a character
It was
arc to
double
go
digits.
from dying to a wolf bite to almost becoming a werewolf.
yeah, this character is really fun. It's been going all over the place. And let's see what else we butt heads with and what kind of powerful entities we piss off.
Mm-hmm.
Not that we pissed off any at all.
Not yet.
They will come. But I don't have anything for negatives.
All right, amazing, amazing. Thank you all for coming out. We appreciate your feedback. Although I think most of the viewers have trickled down or quieted down. Thank you all for coming out tonight. We are going to raid Dumpstat Charisma. Thank you all for coming out tonight. Be sure to check us out. I will drop the links just to say, if you are new here, do check us out. We got Discord, YouTube, Facebook, all that jazz. And I will see you all on the flip. I'm rating 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I'm smashing the right now button.